What's up, guys? It's your man Donovan Sharp, and welcome to this special Sunday edition. So today is going to be a little bit different. This is not going to be TSR live. So hopefully, if we get enough people, if we get enough response, this is going to be my free consultation Sunday. These are going to be my free consultation Sundays. I normally do my Sunday Zoom call right about this time on Zoom, but I know that there are a lot of guys out there who are not members, whatever the case may be. But you still need advice. You still have questions about your girls, your rotation, whatever the case may be. A lot of you guys got a lot out of the gentleman Tesvlo. A lot of you guys seem to like the advice that I gave him, so I figured, you know what? Why don't I make this a regular thing? So we're gonna go ahead and get this party started here. And oh by the way, after the live stream, that's right, guys, that's right. There's going to be a Sunday breakdown of Temptation Island. Right after this live stream, there's going to be a Sunday breakdown of Temptation Island. So you certainly don't want to miss that. Obviously, if you missed the live, no problem. You can become a patron at patreon.com/Donovan Sharp. Less than 17 cents a day, you get access to all of the dating show breakdown seasons and everything in between. 110,000 hours of content and so on and so forth. So let's not waste any time. Let's go ahead and get into it. So I'm going to go ahead and bring on Kevin from Kevin in Paraguay. Kevin, are you with me?
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So you gave me a little bit of detail. On the situation that you are in. So take it from the top. So you're in Paraguay. You're a passport bro, and tell me what led up to that, and then we can get into the situation going on with your girl here. Go ahead.
So I just got sick of living in New York.
Okay.
The honest truth was I always knew I wanted to travel the world. I wanted to do it while being a famous rock star, right? I was writing songs, I was playing guitar, and about a year and a half ago, I brought a sign up to a concert asking if I could play the guitar on stage, and they pulled me up, and I'm in front of 15,000 people, and I'm having a panic attack.
Nice.
It's like straight out of a movie. I finish the song, I take a bow, and then I walk off stage, and I'm like, I think I'm done doing this. And I was kind of at a point where, I was really confused. I'm like, okay, well, this is what I wanted to do my entire life, and now it's like I kind of felt like the rug was pulled out from under my feet.
Okay.
So around that time, I was trying to figure things out, and I kept seeing things about the passport bro movement, and it just dawned on me. I'm like, I don't have to be a famous rock star to travel the world.
There you
I
go.
can just be a passport bro. 6 months later, I was on a flight to Japan, and then I went to Thailand, Vietnam, Poland, Italy, Argentina, Mexico, back to Argentina, and now I am in Paraguay.
Okay, so all right, very good. I appreciate the Reader's Digest version. So what's going on with your so the details that you gave me earlier is that you met a girl in Paraguay. Hopefully I'm getting this correct. You said she was a virgin and it ended badly.
Sort of, yeah. She told me she had she was dating one guy. Mm-hmm. They dated for 4 years. I know she has a very low body count, but she did it for 4 years.
Got it. Okay. So I got your details mixed up with somebody else. But so take it from the top here. Where did you meet this girl? How did you meet? How did things progress?
I was going to the mall to get lunch. I was walking from my apartment and saw this gorgeous, like Jessica Alba looking chick. And I went up, started talking to her, got her number, and then I started to schedule the date. Next day, at the same time, I ran into her, same time, same place while going to lunch. Walked her to her place, just did some DHV stuff, right? And I scheduled the date. We met up like a week later. She ghosted me, but I ended up getting it back. We go on the date. Good first date, didn't smash, but second date, we smashed. I bought her flowers, funny enough, which is something I've never done in my entire life.
Oh, wow.
Never even bought my mom flowers.
Wow.
Like, that's something I was just like so against. Like, these girls are like super traditional, super feminine.
I was going to ask you, so what, obviously, you don't do that with American women. What compelled you to buy her flowers? Like what told you, you know what, I think I can get away with buying this girl flowers and she's not going to disqualify me?
It wasn't getting away with it. It was something I just genuinely wanted to do. It was
okay.
Almost like, oh yeah, I feel like I'm gonna have a burger tonight. it's almost like, I'm gonna go do that tonight. Like it was just like, it was a good first date. I felt like she was really feminine, really sweet, and her reaction to it was just like over the moon. She was like as if I just gave her like a diamond ring.
Okay, and what happened from there?
I smashed.
Okay.
And it was really good.
Okay.
Saw her again a week later. And she asked me if I was seeing any other girls just randomly. She's like,
Okay.
can I ask you a question? I'm like, sure. I thought she was gonna ask me if we could eat like pasta. And then she's like, are you seeing anybody else? So I told her I saw someone else this past week, but it wasn't a big deal. Saw her on Valentine's Day. And then like 2 weeks later, she told me she loved me unprovoked.
Okay.
And then I had the talk with her. I told her, I'm like, hey, listen, I want to be your boyfriend, but I'm going to have a hard time being monogamous. Fireworks, obviously, I didn't expect her to be like, ooh, tell me more, like in the movie Grease, you know
Yeah,
what I
sure.
mean? Like, I didn't expect her to be excited about it. But I figured, she might be down for it, but I'm like, let me try the whole monogamy thing. I've never been in a monogamous relationship. She was a really good quality girl, like a red pillar's wet dream. Like, she had only 2 posts on social media, like private account, no tattoos, super feminine, low body count, literally like passes all the red flags.
Okay, so what went wrong? I mean, obviously you called in for a reason.
I just couldn't do the whole monogamy thing, and I spoke with her yesterday, and I told her, I'm like, hey, listen, I'm having a really hard time with the whole monogamy aspect, and I ended up breaking up with her. And she told me she ended up coming back to my place like an hour later after I left her place, basically in tears, basically being like, I don't want to lose you. And she agreed to doing the whole one-way non-monogamy thing on my end.
Okay.
And it wasn't because she actually wanted to do it. I feel like it was more because she was scared of losing me. And I don't like the fact that it's coming from there. And, now that, we're in this position where, I was honest with her about it. I didn't lie to her. I didn't cheat on her. For me, that's, my ethics are really important. My question is, how do I manage this one-way non-monogamous relationship going forward?
Well, I mean, it sounds to me like you've got it figured out. You broke up with her because you told her you couldn't do the monogamy thing. And, an hour later, she comes back to your place. And it would appear that you wait, hold on. So you said that it's going to be open on your end and closed open on your end, closed on her end, correct?
Yeah. Okay. I'm making that very clear.
Okay. And does she have a problem with it?
On the surface, she definitely does. It's like she's only doing it because she doesn't want to lose me, and eventually she's going to just have a moment where it all crumbles down like a house of cards.
Okay. Yeah. Honestly, Kevin, honestly, the reason I brought you on is because I thought you were actually having an issue with your relationship, but it sounds like things are going well, man. Like, it doesn't sound like, I mean, listen, all women are going to have a problem with you being non-monogamous. That's fine. And to be honest with you, the only reason why you're able to get away with, being honest with her about, being non-monogamous is because you are, of course, in Paraguay, right? Obviously you try that with a Western woman and her ego gets in the way. So it appears that she doesn't appear to have an ego. Is that accurate?
Well, when you look at her previous options, like her previous boyfriends and her previous options and all the other options that she has, it's like, would she rather be with a Paraguayan guy that will go out of her way to cheat and will be totally dishonest? Or would she rather be with a guy that just looks her straight in the eye and just tells her the truth?
Okay, and what was her answer to that?
No, I'm just saying, like, that's like, I'm the best option that she has, more or less.
Okay, all right. I mean, honestly, Kevin, it doesn't sound like you need my help. To be honest with you, man, it sounds like you've got this under control. She knows that you're going to be seeing other girls, right? She's obviously, I mean, hopefully she's not going to be seeing other guys. And here's the thing, Kevin. Yeah, on the outside, she might have a problem with it, but just like you said, she doesn't want to lose you, so she is going to deal with it. The only suggestion that I have for you in terms of being non-monogamous is just don't throw it in her face, right?
Oh, 1,000%.
Yeah. Like if you say her, oh, I just got back from, seeing Yolanda or, Lupe or Stefania or whatever the case may be. And even though you probably could get away with that, it doesn't really do you any favors. So long as she knows, as long as she doesn't see it, smell it, taste it, hear it, whatever the case may be, I think you're good to go.
So is there any other thing I should focus on? Like, for example, like I already have it that I'm going to see her 2-3 days a week. I'm literally might get a separate phone separate WhatsApp for these girls, for these other girls rather. And like literally my attention would be on her. And then, the other, 3-4 days of the week, I'm just going to, do my thing.
Yeah. Honestly, Kevin, dude, you're a well-oiled machine, dude. Like it really, no, seriously, it sounds like you've got this under complete control, man.
Okay.
I don't see any issues. I really don't. I don't see any issues, red flags. Feminine, docile, submissive, et cetera, and she appears to be okay with you seeing other girls. I don't really see. There's really no need for me to really counsel you. It sounds like you've got this under complete control, man.
Well, I didn't think I had it under control, but thanks to you, thanks for pointing me in the right direction.
No, absolutely. All right, Kev. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and pardon me. I'm gonna let you. All right, I'm going to go ahead and let you go. So I've got the link is in the description, by the way. The link is also in the I don't think it's in the description and it's in the bio. It's actually pinned. Let me make sure I pin this in the chat. What I'm going to do, guys, is while I wait for you guys, and again, this is normally when I do my Sunday Zoom calls. I'm expecting somebody else actually in the comments. Said that he had an issue with his relationship, and I may have gotten the details mixed up. However, in the unlikely event that they don't show, that's all right. I've got a couple of video reactions to do, and away we go. We've got a loyalty test from Udi, and it looks like this was dropped 2 days ago.
Nervous?
Oh, wait a minute. Looks like this was dropped 2 days ago. And so what we're going to do is 1 second. I'm going to give you guys a video reaction to the Udi loyalty test. Now, this is a white dude who's putting a white girl, I believe, on a loyalty test, right? Looks like it looks like he's trying to test her loyalty. But of course, listen, they wouldn't post it if, some shit wouldn't hit the fan. So away we go.
A little bit. Hope everything turns out all right.
Yeah.
But, I want to see what's up.
Today we're helping Tommy place his girlfriend Natalie to a loyalty test.
Why is it that you wanted to put your girl to the test?
Something's off lately. She's been kind of distant, I got this job offer in the Bay Area, and I was hoping she'd be excited, she'd be ecstatic about it, but I don't know, the reaction was not what I anticipated.
What was the reaction like?
Whoa, who the hell is that? I want to know who the hell that is.
Blasé, very nonchalant.
And by the way, I've got a couple of police videos. I'm going to react to too. So hey, listen, we're here on a Sunday. Let's do it.
I'm just, oh, cool. That's I'm happy for you.
Good for you?
Mm-hmm.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it. I understand she's got her own life here. I don't know. I just wanted more.
What reaction did you expect out of her?
Just being like, I don't know, a little more affectionate.
Tommy didn't want to share this at the time, but we actually filmed this video shortly after the LA fires. And unfortunately, Tommy lived in one of the evacuation zones. During the time he was evacuated, a friend from up north offered shelter and work. According to him, he was thankful, but wasn't even considering making the move. When he told Natalie about it though, he became nervous and suspicious. On top of her already being distant, her nonchalant attitude made him feel like she didn't care about him or was already checked out of their relationship.
Oh shit, nonchalant attitude. So you see, what you guys have to understand is the reason why these dudes put these girls on these loyalty tests is because something is off, right? A lot of us talk about the fact that, oh, he's clueless and this and that and the third, but guys, listen, it is our masculine instincts that tells us that something is amiss. Okay? Just because you're not red pill aware doesn't mean that you miss all of the signs. So it looks like this. Listen, A lot of these dudes put these girls on these loyalty tests, and we find out very quickly the reason why.
But maybe she was using the hardships and the stress of the fires to find a way to break up with him. But maybe she wasn't, right? Or hopefully she wasn't. Maybe we're all just in our heads.
I just expected like stronger vibes.
It's like, oh great, friend.
Yeah,
Pat on the back.
Yeah, what is
If it were my man and I was in a committed relationship with him, I would have been like, okay, so how are we gonna figure this out? How are we
Who is this? I've never seen this chick before.
Because obviously I'm gonna support him, but it's also like,
Oh, wait a minute. I think I might have somebody else in the queue. Hold on 1 second. Let me check the hashtag pull up studio. It says device not connected. Yeah, okay. It's Dasher. Dasher, for whatever reason, it's not letting me bring you up. So jump out and then jump back in, and hopefully I can bring you up. Let's do it.
okay, so what's the plan? And let's plan our future, because that's what you're hoping to have with someone, is a future.
See, that's what I wanted. See that right there? Yeah, something like that, you know?
Support.
Yes,
I would
sir.
do that just for one of my best friends. So I don't know, a few red flags for me.
To give her the benefit of
Wow. So, and again, listen, man, we all know, never listen to girls when it comes to relationship advice, things of that nature. Like, you don't have to, dude, never, ever, 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 ever listen to girls. But, the girl on Udi's team, it is what it is. Let me see if I can get a hold of Dasher. All right, Dasher, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I hear you loud and clear. Okay, I'm gonna, so your camera is off. Everything is good. So Dasher, so you told me that you had a similar situation as Tesvlo. You said that you actually had a girl. Now this was the one. Now you're actually the guy who said that when you met her, she was a virgin and it ended badly. So what's going on with this situation? How did it end badly? First, tell me how it started, then tell me the red flags, and then tell me why it ended. Dasher, you there? Dasher, are you with me? Dasher? Not able to hear you, Dasher. Not able to hear you, buddy. All right, well, hopefully Dasher can get his audio situation figured. Oh, there it is. No, wait a minute. Yeah, hopefully Dasher can get his audio situation figured out. In the meantime, let us continue with the reaction. Oh yeah, he jumped out. He's going to have to jump back in. Okay, here we go.
the doubt, maybe Natalie was going through something herself. She lives in LA, not near the fires, but maybe she was going through something that explains her nonchalant behavior.
Nah. And it's funny. And it's funny, guys. Udi really does try to give these girls the benefit of the doubt. He really does try to give these girls the benefit of the doubt. But as we all know, guys, when you give girls the benefit of the doubt, they will let you down every time, especially modern women.
If she is unhappy or checked out of her relationship, that doesn't justify her to cheat. She should talk to Tommy, something he claims that he's tried to do.
She got a roster, bro. I don't know. That's what it sounds like.
Yo, look at old boy. Look at old boy. She got a roster. There it is.
Out there. I don't want to put that out there.
I hope not, but
What if she passes?
if she passes?
Yeah. I say try one more time.
Oh, this nigga. Oh, my God. Oh, my
I
God.
feel like this is one of those tests where there's a lot of hope.
This is where we're going to be watching and listening in.
We only know what he's telling us, right? Yeah. So it could be that maybe he didn't try to make a plan with her, which is why maybe she's being nonchalant.
There's always hope in every test, right? But for this one, I feel like there's a high chance that it might just come down to a communication issue. It feels salvageable, but then again, I've been wrong before and I could be wrong again.
If she fails, it's going to suck, but it's for the best, you know? Because at least you'll know.
In the long run, I'll find out. I'll save time in the long run.
Exactly, yeah. Just text me if anything changes. We'll go post up at the cafe.
And so with that, Tommy leaves to go pick up his girlfriend. When he brings her here, our decoy Javian will be asking her on a date.
Oh, my God. This dude has a nigga named Javian. Javian and Daylon. Let's go.
Some of you might remember him.
How's the dating life going?
Man, I know it's been a while since, huh? I don't think it's much changed. You got to record another one.
With the moment of truth around the corner, only time will tell if Natalie will remain loyal or if she will decide to cheat.
Here we go.
Let's do it.
Righty.
Damn, who is that? Yo, who's the bitch?
Instead of having Tommy bringing Natalie straight here, we were first gonna have him bring her to a nearby cafe.
Badass Cafe. Oh, this is the perfect title
This is a
for that.
badass cafe.
This is a badass cafe.
Just sit outside and make sure that they come to you outside.
We constructed a plan that required us to break the ice with the couple at this cafe, and by us I mean Javian. On top of getting comfortable with the couple, Javian also had to convince them to come over. With Tommy in on the plan, this would be easy. We just had to make sure Natalie's guard was down and that she wasn't suspecting a thing.
While they're trying to figure out if Javian's gonna be successful in bringing the couple to this house, I'm gonna try to figure out my heritage.
Yep, today
Here we go.
I decided to find out my heritage with my friends. And don't worry guys, yes, your DNA
Oh, there's
is safe for a
Daylon.
short time.
None. Hell yeah. Oh, I'm 66.4 Nigerian.
Oh shit, Daylon is 2/3 Nigerian. Damn, no wonder he's got the game. He's got the Nigerian scam gene.
Okay.
Wow.
I'm 10% Ecuadorian.
10%.
I thought I was like 50%.
Wow, hold on. And I'm 1.1% Portuguese.
Daylon got some of that Portuguese blood in him.
Chilean.
To find out I'm Nigerian is kind of crazy.
My cousin is on here. Like, I actually know him.
I'm genuinely surprised I have
Wait, do you know him like in the biblical sense? Like, what's up with that?
so much South American to me. My parents are both from Guatemala. That's all I knew. Now, if you guys want to learn more about yourself, My Heritage has a promotion going right now. Click the link in the description box or scan the QR code that you see on the screen and use the
Shout out to Ricky Spanish. I'm gonna give Ricky Spanish a Don DeMarco because, dude, Ricky Spanish is probably one of the greatest characters in the history of American Dad. Fucking Ricky Spanish.
code.
I am not mad at that.
UY to receive a 10%
Hold up, I'm gonna
discount
show
when
y'all who
ordering
Ricky
the kit.
Spanish
You can
is. Hold up.
explore, research, and build out your family tree, guys. I'm sure you'll be
Ricky
surprised as to
Spanish.
what you'll learn. Thank you, My Heritage, for sponsoring this video.
Yes, there he
Waiting
is.
For some time, the couple eventually arrived to the cafe.
Oh, you here?
Yo, here's Ricky Spanish. This is what Ricky Spanish looks like right here. This is Ricky Spanish from American Dad. I love Ricky Spanish. It's my bad, y'all. My bad.
I'm sitting by like
Oh,
the
Jesus.
first table with the umbrella.
There's a parking spot right there, like super close to them.
I need to know
And we're
who
just gonna
this
risk it
shorty
for the
is. That's what I'm
biscuit.
trying to
Yo,
find
my
out.
man, how you been? How you been, man? Been good, been good.
This is Natalie.
Okay, how you
nice to
doing?
meet
I'm
you.
Javian. Nice to meet you. So how's the drive?
It's not too far.
Yeah, it wasn't bad? Okay, I mean, y'all ready? Y'all want to order something?
Yeah.
All right, come on.
We're literally right in front of the restaurant where they're meeting, but luckily they don't know this car and our windows are tinted, so we should be good.
It's real Hawaiian in here. Oh, I love it. I like traveling, so I'm like, yeah, you guys ever travel?
Tommy is pretending to have reconsidered the job that he was offered up north, and Javian is pretending to be the friend that offered it to him. They're supposedly meeting up to talk the next steps into Tommy getting hired.
Dang, her being vegetarian, that don't stop you from going out and eating some meat a little bit?
Uh-oh.
You don't care, yeah?
The goal is to get the couple to Javian's
I don't know. She's a little too comfortable, man.
house so that Tommy could supposedly do his new hire orientation.
She seems pretty talkative, which is like, I mean,
Yeah, dude. Guys, I'm trying to tell you, man. Beware, dude, beware of women who are just too comfortable talking to other men. Listen, man, you really got to be wary. You really got to be wary of women who are just too outgoing. Women who are too outgoing tend to flirt with everybody, no matter what. They love to flirt because they love that attention. They're like, yeah, let me flirt with this guy and see what he does.
she's definitely engaging in the conversation.
We can sit at this table right here, maybe. Yeah, this one right here. This one right here is cool. This one? Yeah, I feel like I ain't seen you in a minute, man. It's been a while. It's definitely been a while. Dang, everything been good with your family and everything?
Everything cool.
Yeah.
Family's safe, especially with these fires right now.
Yeah, no, I know. A lot of people have to like move down out here, so y'all had a place to stay and everything? Where'd y'all stay?
Yeah, we're staying at a hotel in Newport right now because we had to evacuate.
Damn Newport Beach.
Okay.
Javian and Tommy pretend
Oh, shout out Coach CGA. He used to live out in Newport Beach.
to catch up. Remember, for context, we shot this shortly after the LA fires.
Damn.
Eventually, Javian transitioned the conversation into the whole job thing.
Well, you started with your onboarding or what?
I was still trying to figure it out. I was trying to see if it's the right move, you know, because I got so much going on right here, you know.
Yeah, I just don't want to miss out on that. So I'm like, I definitely am here to make something figured out.
No, I feel it. A lot of things to consider.
A lot of things. I mean, have you started any of the paperwork, anything? Like, is that...
Yeah, Diabolical Man says her boyfriend is passive. Yeah, he is very passive. He's not very forward.
Without anything?
Well, no, because the fires, you know, I haven't really looked into it too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, no spoilers, Ricky Spanish. No spoilers, please.
Or done any of the onboarding process or anything.
Okay.
You know, but once I get
Something-
home, I get my laptop, I get everything situated. I'll
Take a second to think about it.
If I don't got my laptop on me, I don't got nothing.
What if we just came over to my place? Y'all came over, just chill, just kick it. I'm actually 5 minutes away from here. Yeah. You came over, thought about it at least. I have the laptop there, so you ain't got yours. You can maybe fill it out on my laptop, kicking it, and then we'll go from there, man. What do you think?
You think I didn't do it?
Maybe y'all met me over there in a few minutes. My place is a little chaotic over there. I got to clean it up a little bit. Don't get me wrong. I live by myself, so sometimes I got things everywhere.
Dude, when your girl is chuckling and laughing at another man sitting in front of you guys, this is highly, highly disrespectful. This is highly disrespectful, man. Highly disrespectful.
Yeah, let me, I'll send you the address right now, actually. Yeah, y'all fine with that, though?
Yeah, no,
Came up for a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna pull out of this spot, that way they don't see him coming to the car.
All right, well, I'm gonna head over there. Maybe I'll just, I don't know, go get some gas or something, start your car, let it warm up for 5 minutes. And then I'll catch y'all over there.
And with that, the first phase of our plan has played out to perfection.
I was afraid you weren't gonna find the car because we had to move the car to get closer. But mission accomplished, right? They're gonna come over.
They're for sure coming.
In case you could just have them waiting outside of the...
I can have them wait outside. I don't have a problem with that. I told him it was a little messy. My house was messy, so.
Alrighty, I think we're solid. I think we're good. I think we're gonna have a very good test. I think Javian's gonna do his thing.
Yo, you outside? All right.
There we go.
Let me come get you right now.
Why am I nervous?
Hey, man, y'all made it. Welcome, man.
The reason why she's nervous is because she knows this bitch is going to cheat. The reason why she's nervous is because she also observed the woman. The woman's like,
Come in, come look inside. Way different from my last spot.
Javian walks the couple inside and begins being a good host.
Y'all both want water? Yeah, I got you.
We have to keep it down because they're literally right there.
Tommy, man, talk to me, man. You stress me out over here about this whole job stuff because, like, bro, if you don't take this offer, man, like, I don't know. They gonna give you that spot up.
All right, here we go. He's gonna set up the ISO.
It's a big move. It's a big jump. But if I'm being honest, like, that's where I started, bro. And like I said, like, and then that's how I got here. Like, honestly. Yeah. Have you filled out the paperwork or anything? Like, to start?
I got the email this morning. I haven't checked it out yet, though.
It's better for you to have your name in the system, so then that way they could, like, at least know that you're still interested.
Yeah, see, this guy, listen, this guy is a good, I don't know if this is a good cover or not. Because, and listen, man, I'm sure this is going to work out, right? I'm sure the girl's going to buy it. But me, I'd be instantly suspicious if that young guy with that, I mean, he's talking, you know, he's speaking in swang, like he's supposed to be the owner of a company, and he's supposed to be in charge of hiring people, but he's talking like one of his homeboys, you know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking.
If your name is nothing's filled out, they're gonna get that spot up, man.
Oh yeah, no, I'll definitely.
Yeah, so I got you in my office or something, man. Okay. So this one could be a little quieter because the videos you want to listen to it and stuff. So
yeah.
Perfect. Javian takes Tommy into his office to supposedly do his orientation.
This is the office right here. Take a seat right there, man. Just pull up your email. It's gonna ask you to just log in with the same info that you do when you're on site, and then you'll be good from there. It'll prompt you. I'll check in with you.
And with that, Javian gives himself the ISO.
All right. I be wanting him to take the opportunity, man. Opportunities like that don't come like that. So.
How you feeling about everything? Do you think she's suspecting anything?
I don't think she's suspecting anything so far.
How's the cafe? How's coming over here? She didn't think it was weird? No, she was good?
Nah, she didn't mention anything, so okay. Yeah, I think we're good.
Oh.
You guys, you can always tell. You can always, and listen, there's nobody's 100% in their predictions. But I'm telling you right now, it is already a bad sign that she was so open and comfortable with the boss, with Javian, right? Like Javian said something and she laughed. Guys, I'm telling you right now. I'll tell you one more time. If you and your girl are talking to a dude in any situation, and she laughs or chuckles at something he said, dude, your bitch she is looking for a reason to cheat. She is looking to cheat. Your woman, I mean, because, dude, oh my God. Just think about that situation. Think about if you and your girl are sitting with one of your homeboys or friends or whatever. He says something funny, my place is a mess, and she goes, right? If you are, look, if you are red pill aware, you're checking that shit right away, right? Like, let's just say I was in that situation. As a matter of fact, I was in that situation. Story time for Donovan Sharp. G Manifesto says, Don, what are they supposed to do? Ignore any jokes and sit with a scowl? Yes, G Manifesto. That's exactly what the fuck they're supposed to do. Is sit there with a goddamn scowl. Okay? That's exactly what she's supposed to do. And I know that was sort of a sarcastic type question. No, I'm answering it dead fucking seriously. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Even if your girl thinks it's funny, she should not laugh. Laughing at another man's jokes in front of her man, that is out of bounds. This girl seemed comfortable and talkative and blah 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 blah. This is why we tell you guys to stay away to stay away from extroverted girls. So when Devin and I went to Hawaii almost 9 years ago, we're on the bus and we're headed up to Mount Mauna Kea. And I remember the guy, our tour guide, tall, good-looking guy, beard, looked like an outdoorsman or whatever. And he gets on the intercom and he says, "Hey, are we all having fun today?" And Devin goes, "Woo!" She was the only one that did it. She was the only one that did it. Now, this is our first vacation together, right? The training process hadn't started, okay? So what did I do? I looked right at her. I said, "Cut that shit out right now." I said, "Nuh-uh, you ain't doing that. You ain't doing that." But Donovan, all she did was say, "Woo." Nah, bruh. Nah. It goes deeper than that. It goes deeper than that. Because I can promise you, if our tour guide was some fat, tubby, lard guy, "Hey, who's having fun today?" Devin would have sat there as quiet as a fucking mouse. She'd have sat there as quiet as a mouse. The only reason why and this is the thing, girls know when they laugh at someone else's jokes, they know that is a sign to them that they are attracted to them, right? Like, they know this subconsciously. And here's another thing. Laughing at his jokes brings attention to her. Ha, 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 ha. I told her, cut that shit out right now. She said, dude, not a peep came out of her. Not a peep came out of her. If you are with your girl, and all of a sudden she starts getting loud and demonstrative and all that good stuff, take a look around. Take a look around. Somebody is around that she's attracted to. Here's story number 2. Later on that week, her and I are having breakfast. As a matter of fact, it was the halftime show of Carson Wentz's rookie year. The Vikings were 3-0. I think the Eagles were 1-2. Okay? We ended up winning that game, by the way. So we're sitting there having breakfast outside, beautiful view. All of a sudden, Devin she starts talking with her hands and this and that and the third. And so instantly, I knew that there was somebody attractive around. So I turned around, and sitting behind me was a dude who may as well have been fucking Thor. You want to know what I did? I went right to the side, and I said to Dev, I made sure that they could see each other. I said, "Dev, if you want his number, all you got to do is ask." Like, we're on vacation. But if you want to switch rooms, I don't mind switching rooms with him if that's what you want to do. Devin turned a brilliant fucking shade of magenta, and she never did that shit again. I'll be goddamn if the bitch I'm with is going to be inadvertently, indirectly flirting with another man. Fuck that. Do that shit on your own time. So no more woo and no more. No. Dude, if Devin's in the chat, she will fucking tell you that shit word for fucking word. That's exactly what the fuck I did. That is exactly what the fuck I did. Look, if you want to give me your number, don't let me stand in the way. Don't let me stand in the way. Not another fucking word that whole breakfast. This is why that girl sitting there, he has such a dirty, dude, the dude wasn't even funny. The dude wasn't even funny, yet she was,
How do you feel on that?
It's okay. You know what? If it's a good job for him, then I'm like trying to be supportive.
Do you see how talkative she is? Let's start that again. She is way too fucking comfortable here, y'all.
I was coming over here and she didn't think it was weird. No, she was good.
Nah, she didn't mention anything, so okay. Yeah, I think we're good.
Okay.
How do you feel on that?
It's okay. You know what? If it's a good job for him, then I'm like.
Look at this. Look at this.
Just trying to work out the logistics, but
Despite already having the ISO, Javian takes things slow. He decides to break the ice more before making his move.
What's your culture? Where are you from?
I'm mixed, so Mexican, native, Spanish. I don't know, whatever.
Oh, that's actually kind of fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You never met anyone with that
I've
mix?
never met anybody with that
I know two
mix.
people with that mix, actually.
I'm a few.
Dude, she is way too comfortable. G Manifesto says, devil's advocate, maybe she's in sales, LOL. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what she does for a living. I don't give a shit if she coaches people how to be outgoing for a living. You better sit there still as a fucking statue. This bitch is way too outgoing, way too talkative. Dude, no fucking way. See how comfortable she is? She's leaning back.
German, African American, and then white.
That's a cool mix, too.
Yeah, people thought I don't know, I look like Samoan or something, or they say Dominican. I've gotten Dominican a lot, actually.
I can see that. People always think I'm Hawaiian.
I would say you look probably Hawaiian or something.
That's what people say.
Yeah.
No, that's not me.
No?
You see how she's talking about herself? When a girl talks about herself to a man she doesn't know, she is attracted to that man. And listen, guys, it's not a crime for your girl to be attracted to other men. Okay? You guys gotta understand this. Yes, Devin loves me, and I love Devin. But just because Devin loves me and is committed to me, at least for the time being, doesn't mean she's not going to see men that she isn't attracted to. Okay, dude, her and I did some shopping today. We went to Lowe's. Okay, we're gonna paint one of our rooms. We're actually taking one of our 94 bedrooms. We're actually going to turn it into her official office because, of course, she just started her business, got her new client, So we're out shopping for paint. We went to 3-4 places today. Went to Michael's, all that good stuff. Okay? I'm 100% certain that Devin probably saw a man or two that she was physically attracted to. She's human. She has eyes. Just because your woman loves you, that's not going to automatically switch off her eyes. As Manosphere Highlights Daily says all the time, attraction is not a choice. Devin can't help but be attracted to men who are attractive. Same with me. I see women I'm attracted to all the time when we're out and about. But the difference is, Devin doesn't show it. She stays close to me. She pays attention to me. She's not making eye contact with anybody. She's not being demonstrative. She's not starting conversations with strangers. No, I start the conversations with the strangers. We pulled up beside someone who was towing like a dune buggy. A beautiful day. And I was like, man, I bet those tires scream. I was like, yeah, they sure do. Can't hear it over the V8. But if Devin had leaned over me like, hey, I bet those tires scream, I'd have been like, no, sir. I'd have put that shit to a stop. Beware of the gregarious girl. Let's get it.
I guess, sure.
I mean, you look like well put together though. Like as if you.
There it is. Thank you. See? He keeps complimenting her, and she's already saying thank you.
Take your time when you out the house.
I'm done.
You got a nice smile though.
That's the first time. That's the second time she's like, I'm done. You're funny.
Thank you.
Yeah. It's
Oh my God, this is
something
bad.
I first see like when I look that way.
Thank you. My mom is a dental assistant, so I have braces.
Oh
You
my
have
God.
braces too?
I never did, but I had Invisalign
Your
though.
teeth are pretty straight for not having braces.
Is it really?
Yeah. Your teeth are pretty straight for not having braces,
He's
though.
doing good so far. He's like just
See. Here's the thing. See, these guys. See here, guys. These guys are missing the signs. Okay, Udi and whoever this dude, they're missing the signs. Oh, your teeth are pretty straight for not having had braces, though. Guys, this is flirtatious behavior. Okay, this is flirtatious behavior. She's complimenting him and he's complimenting her.
being friendly, talkative.
Yeah, no, this is way too friendly.
What do you said you working in nightlife, right? Nightlife.
Yeah, so yeah, I work in...
Yeah, look at this. Alex Costin says, crazy how this woman who is being tested just tells her life story to a total stranger. Right.
in like a nightclub right now, and then I go to school every day.
That sound fun.
Wait. Say what?
If I could get paid to party, you probably wouldn't.
Hold up.
That sound fun.
Wait.
Yeah, so yeah, I work in like a nightclub right now.
Oh my God. You work in a nightclub. So this woman is outgoing, she's flirtatious, and she works in a nightclub.
And then I go to school every day.
That sound fun. Yeah. If I could get paid to party, you probably wouldn't see me. I probably wouldn't have this house.
I'm trying to find like a balance because I'm like, okay, I don't
Yeah.
work out too much, but like,
Okay. No, I get you. What you going to school for?
well, right now I'm just doing like a communication.
Communications. Okay. So I mean, you like to talk to people and stuff, right?
Right.
Okay. Then in nightlife, you meet a lot of people doing that, though, right?
Yeah, but it's
I really don't care says indirect flirting. This girl is too open around a male stranger. This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. Unbelievable. Yeah, Elena says this explains her flirtatious behavior. I don't think it does. I think that she's naturally outgoing. I think that's just how she is. Oh, well, I really don't care says, okay, she works at a nightclub. That explains why she's very open around male strangers. There you go. Man. You got, dude, oh my God. I wonder how he met this chick.
it's like a lot of drunk people, and sometimes they get annoying. And
They hit on you a lot, right? Like I feel like that's you get hit on probably like every night, right?
yeah, sometimes they do, and then sometimes they don't. I'm
Okay.
trying to do my job, you know.
Okay. This dude should be concerned.
Hey, so once again, this was news to us. Tommy never mentioned that she worked at a bar or a club or whatever. It's not a bad thing, it just validates his suspicions. Does she flirt for cash? And if so, is it just for cash or does
Oh my God. So you mean to tell me that Tommy might not have known that she works at a nightclub? What's up with these bitches working at clubs and not letting their men know? Absolutely crazy.
keep in touch?
All right, I think I've got Dasher. Up. Dasher, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, very good. I guess you were having problems with your connection last time.
Yeah, with my phone. Yeah.
No.
I
It's
don't
all
know
good.
If I
No.
should use my phone or my computer.
Okay, yeah, no problem at all. We got you here. So, number one, thanks for coming up. I appreciate you. Pardon me. I appreciate you. Coming on and telling us your story. So tell me what's going on. Tell me what's going on with you. Tell me what's going on with you, your girl, whatever the case may be. You said that you had met a girl who was a virgin. You guys hit it off, and you said that it ended badly. So take it from the top here.
Okay, so sorry for my English.
That's okay.
Because I'm a French speaker, but okay. But last time we talked on your show 2 years ago in 2022, and I was on your stream, and yeah, so that was about the version that I met, and so we met. And
I remember you. I remember you. Yes, I do.
Yeah.
You're a dark-skinned black guy, if I remember, correct?
Yeah.
Yes, I remember. And I remember that you had told me that you met, if I can remember correctly, oh my God, if I remember correctly, you did tell me that she was a virgin and that she was a quality woman and this and that and the third, but you weren't sure, and I had my doubts. Okay, so give me some updates. What has gone on with this girl? So this was a couple of years back, right? You did talk to me, and I do remember. I don't remember all the details, but I do remember you. So tell me what happened. What transpired?
So so now it's over, obviously.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Before you go on, did you fuck her? Like, did you get to have sex with her?
No, of course not.
Oh, nah. Oh, you didn't smash. Okay, all right. Well, we'll take it from the top, man. How did you meet her, and how did it go?
Yeah, we met at the bus stop because we live in the same neighborhood.
Yep.
So we met in 2022. Sorry, and summer 2022, and so yeah.
You're surprised I remembered. You're surprised I remembered you, aren't you?
Yeah.
I remember you. Dude, I remember you because I remember I was like, dude, I don't know. You said you had a snowflake. I'm not 100% sure, but go on.
So, okay. Sorry, my English is not really on point, but I will try to do my best.
It's all good.
So yeah, we met in 2022, and summer 2022. You talk about this. You talk about it, and many other channels talk about this. It was summer 2022.
Okay.
That was the greatest time. Like people called it the honeymoon phase.
Yeah.
I believe the honeymoon phase. Yeah, it was a great time. Like when I was flirting with her, she was flirting back, and we were walking together in the woods. And also another day we went at the mall, and she asked me what I was looking for in a woman, what was my standard in a woman, and I just said I wanted her to be feminine, pretty feminine, and reserved, like a virgin, like never been with any guy.
Okay.
So that's it. Because obviously, I don't know if I told you that last time we talked, but I'm a Christian. I'm Baptist.
Yep.
I know that you used to go to Baptist church. And
that's right.
Me too. So I'm a Baptist, and when it comes to her, she's not a Christian. She's religious, but she's a Muslim. So I was fine with that. And I have a lot of friends who date Muslim, and some of them are good quality men. So that was the case for her. So we get along, and so yeah. After that, in summer 2022, yeah, we saw each other many times, but I didn't take her phone number because she told me that she had like religious strict parents who were watching her phone. So she only had girls in her phone. So I didn't really care about taking her phone number because I knew that I would see her again since we are taking the same bus.
Okay.
So yeah. Okay, I'm gonna try to make this as clear and quick as possible.
Okay.
So, in summer 2022, it was great. And then
I'll tell you what, Dasher. I'll tell you what,
yeah.
Dasher. I'll tell you what. Here's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
You called in, and I think I have found the video. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play the video for the audience. For the audience because. Oops, sorry about that. I'm going to play the video for the audience. That way they can sort of get caught up on this because I had no idea it was you until I saw the Toronto Maple Leafs logo. I was like, I remember who this guy is. So hold on. So sit back and relax. Yeah. So sit back and relax. I'm going to play this video for the audience so that they can sort of get an idea as to what's going on here. Here we go.
Okay. Just to refresh.
Yes.
A young virgin. It's because she's a
cancel. Hold on. Sorry about that. Here we go. All right, so you guys listen, you guys know that I have a fantastic memory. This is this dude on the screen right now. Check it.
A young virgin. It's because she's a high quality woman, you know?
Yep.
And I believe that she is worth the risk, you know. So yeah, that's why I disagree with you
So
about that.
Okay, so your disagreement was because when I was on with Alex with Playing with Fire, I said that if you get married to a woman while she is young, that means she's low value. Is that what I said?
No, you said that if a man marry a woman when she's young, he's not high value because of the court system and all the laws about marriage, and because you teach men to not get married. I disagree with that. I believe that men should get married because I'm a traditional man, you know. So
okay,
yeah, you know where I come from. So
okay.
yeah.
Okay, yeah. No. Look, I completely understand what you're talking about here. Men should not. I'll put it to you this way, and this is funny. We actually had a conversation about this on hashtag Had a Relationship podcast yesterday. Is there has always been the institution of marriage has been around long before court systems ever got involved, right? 500 and 600 years ago, there were men and women who considered themselves to be husbands and wives to each other without the state being involved. Now, the organization that oversaw the marriage was the church, but the church did not get involved legally. So I would submit to you that men should not get married in a legal sense. Don't sign a marriage certificate. Don't sign a marriage license. If you really want to get married to a woman, then do private marriage. Get married in a church, have the whole ceremony. Just don't do it legally. That way, you can show the world that you have chosen a woman. The world knows that you are calling yourselves husband and wife. Just because the court system doesn't see you as a husband and wife does not mean that you are not a husband and a wife. Devin and I, we're not married. We're not legally married. We're not private married, but people still call us husband and wife because we've been in a relationship for nearly 6 years. So what are your thoughts about private marriage?
Yeah, I agree with what you're saying, but how can I put this? There's many people who still take the risk to legally get married despite of all the laws, and I'm ready to take that risk if that woman is high quality enough. You understand? So I'm not scared about the government and all the laws because I trust that woman to not screw me over in the divorce court and to stay loyal to me until death.
See, this is where you're wrong because even women with the best intentions, when they get, if you marry, now here's the thing, you obviously English is your second language, or it's not your first language. Where are you originally from?
I live in Canada. I'm French.
Oh wow. Oh okay.
Yeah,
and so so you live in the West. Even if you were to marry, let's just say that you were to meet a high quality woman out in Eastern Europe. Let's just say she was from Estonia. She was traditional, feminine, blah, 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 blah. If you bring her back to the West, the UK, the United States, Canada, et cetera, if you bring her back to the West, you're putting your personal wealth at risk because now you're subjecting yourself to being, and here's the thing. Women in the West are encouraged and incentivized to blow up their relationships so they can get all their cash and prizes. So while you might think, hey, listen, I'll just choose a woman who is less likely to screw me over, even the most well-intentioned traditional women are encouraged not only by the court system but by everything around them. So what's the point of getting legally? There is no advantage to getting legally married. Why not just have the ceremony without getting the state involved?
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, I agree. I still believe that I have to take that risk. I don't know. It's because of my religious belief. I'm Christian. That's how this is what. So
okay.
Yeah.
No. Look, I got you. So if you and listen, I've got nothing against people who are religious. So why not have the church oversee the wedding? Why not keep the state out of it? Why not have the church and why not have the marriage in whatever church that you want to go to? You guys can make a big thing of it. You guys can cut the wedding cake. You can have the first dance and all that good stuff. Just keep the state out of it. If you want anybody involved to make it official, have the church be involved, because the church doesn't have any the church doesn't determine what the law does. Because if you guys decide to divorce or go your separate ways, she can't take half of your present and future earnings. Now, if you guys have children together, that is clearly a different story. If you make people with another person, then as a man, you need to be financially responsible for those people, whether you're with your ex-wife or not. But here's the thing: if you keep the state out of your marriage, if you just do it unofficially, do a private marriage, this makes it less likely for your woman to blow up your marriage for no reason. Now, she might still do that, but at least you still have everything that you came into the marriage with, without her having to fleece you just because you thought that she was a dutiful and doting woman. I'll give you the last word.
Yeah. So yeah, I agree with what you're saying, and because of my religious belief, I really need to have that marriage license to have a legit marriage according to the Bible. So yeah, I understand the private marriage. I understand this argument, but I will still take that risk. And if I get screwed over, then yeah. So
no, no, you're doing it all wrong.
I don't believe that it's gonna happen. I don't believe that it's gonna happen to me.
Why do you think?
I really trust.
Wait, hold on. Have you found a woman you want to marry yet?
Here we go.
Yes.
I found a virgin. I found a virgin, and I think that she might be a good. She might be the wife of material. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
How old is she? How old are you?
She's 20. She's 20 years old. I'm 28.
Okay. That's a good age gap. How do you know she's a virgin?
Because of her upbringing. She's born in a traditional household, and she said that she never kissed any guy. She doesn't believe in boyfriend, girlfriend. She doesn't believe that she have to get married to be in a committed relationship, and she is really chaste and abstinent. If you talk to a woman, you know that she's a virgin, because she really doesn't have the same language of most modern women. So I really know that she's really religious also. So I know that she's telling the truth. So yeah.
Fair enough. So what you're telling me is that, and I understand where you're coming from. You'll never know what a woman's notch count is. But what you're telling me, and I think you'll probably agree, is that based on what you've seen and heard from her as of right now, it is far more likely than not that she has a very low body count, if any body count at all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Was she where was she raised? Was she raised here in the West, or was she raised in another country?
She was. She's Algerian. She's come from Arabian countries. So she moved in. She moved there with her parents, and yeah. So she was raised in Canada and Montreal.
Okay, very good.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm happy for you to meet a woman who appears to be a virgin at the age of 20 years old. Like, listen, man, this is a good thing. Just you need to understand that women are not good, they're not evil, they just are, okay?
Yeah.
And yes, she was raised in a traditional household, and she apparently is a virgin, but that doesn't mean that she won't gut you if given half the chance. Yeah. If you bring her to an environment that encourages her to do so. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So
also I forget to tell you, she also believes in traditional gender roles. She believes that she have to submit to her husband, and this is a huge green flag if she believes that in traditional gender role and she have to submit to her husband, which make her different than the vast majority of women today.
No, listen, you're right, but this sounds good, and I'm not saying I don't believe you. I'm not saying I don't believe her, but any woman can say anything. There are a lot of women out there who have said to me, like, I believe in traditional gender roles, and then when I open the door for her, I pull up my credit card to pay for whatever date we're on. Well, I can pay it myself. So just be very wary of that. If I were you, if you really do think that this girl is wife material, you can actually test her. Here, this is a very, very good way to find out what her intentions really are. Have you guys talked about marriage?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And my guess is that she's probably excited about it. Am I wrong?
Yeah.
Okay. Come at her with this, and this will tell you instantly what she's really after. Tell her, you know what? You don't have to tell me what her name is. We'll call her Michelle. Hey, Michelle, you know what? You and I have been talking about marriage. I'm excited. We both want kids, and et cetera, et cetera. But given the state of the court system here in the West, I think it's probably best for us. As a matter of fact, here's the way we're going to do it. We're going to keep the state out of it. We're going to keep the government out of it. Listen, I'll give you the wedding. You can invite your parents, and we can have the wedding cake and the dance and all that good stuff. But we're going to keep the state out of it. Wait a minute. Does this mean that we're not? No. We're still going to be married because it's more important for us to be married in the eyes of God than in the eyes of the court. And just put it to her like that. Listen, nobody, as far as we're concerned, we don't care. Being married in front of the eyes of God is much more fulfilling than being married by the court. Okay, listen, we'll have the pomp and circumstance because I know that you and your family, you want to see that, but we're not gonna get the state involved. We're not getting Canada involved. We're not getting the United States involved. We are just going to make a commitment to each other. We're going to get married, but we're going to have a commitment ceremony where nobody is involved in our relationship, at least not on the government side. If she is on board with that, if she really and truly does love you, if she wants to really have a relationship, if she really wants to marry you and have kids, she doesn't care whether or not the state's involved. However, if she has nefarious intentions at that point, she's going to make a big stink about it, right? She'll be like, well, wait a minute, why can't we get married? And tell her, look, we will still be married. Everyone, our friends and family will know that we are husband and wife. The only difference is that the state and the government will not be involved. If she has a problem with that, then you have a problem. But if she says, well, yeah, I don't care. It's just a piece of paper. I don't need to sign anything. If we make our vows in front of God and in front of a priest or a minister or whatever, I'm good with that. If she's good with getting married to you without the state getting involved, then at that point, that bodes very well for you in the future. Okay, so all right, and so that is the way our conversation started. So talk to me about what has happened since that conversation.
Okay, so that conversation was in summer 2022.
That's correct.
So obviously, before I met her, I met all the women that I met before I met this woman were already in a relationship or were seeing somebody. Mm-hmm. So when I was seeing that woman in summer 2022, I was okay. This it's just the beginning. So she might change her behavior just after a few weeks or after a few months. So I shouldn't be quick to assume whatever. So she might be great right now, but tomorrow it might change. So, okay. So it was until 2023, summer 2023, when I see that we were still getting along mm-hmm. and talking to each other, mm-hmm. and she was still treating me just as she was still treating me the same way that she was treating me at the beginning. She was still treating me
treating you well,
and she was well behaved.
Okay.
Yeah. So when we were in summer 2023, I was okay. I didn't see any change.
Okay.
I didn't see anything different.
Okay.
She's still happy to see me. She's still respecting me. So in my head, I was like, okay, so I know what I have to do. I know what I get to do. And I buy a ring, and I proposed to her.
And what did she say?
So, yeah. So I went to the shop to the jewelry. I bought a ring and I proposed to her. When we were when we were at her bus stop. I proposed to her, and she said first she was surprised, and she said how is she going to explain that to her parents? And my answer was we figure it out later. So I asked her, will you marry me? And she said, I'm not ready yet. I gave you that comment. What did she mean when she said I'm not ready yet? So her answer was, I'm not ready yet.
I was
like, of course you're ready. So just answer yes or no. Would you want to marry me? I'm not ready yet. I have to do this. I have to do that, and I want to become the best version of myself. And
no! No! Now hold on, Dasher, real quick. Hold on, Dasher. So you said she was raised in the Middle East. How long has she lived in Canada?
She's born in Canada, but her origin or of North African Algeria.
Okay. All right. So she was born in North Africa, but she was raised in Canada. Okay.
No, she's born here. Her parents come from North Africa.
Okay.
But she's born here in Canada.
Gotcha. Okay. So you ask her to marry you. You ask her to marry you, and she says, I'm not ready yet. What happened after that?
Yeah. What happened after that? She went. It was summer 2023, so she went to see the family at her country of origin in Algeria, and after that, when she came back, I already told you, but she was Muslim and she was wearing the veil. But then when she went back from her trip, she removed her veil, and she told me that she would never remove it, but she still remove it. But it doesn't matter.
Oh boy,
I don't have a problem with that. It's okay. So now when she came back, things were great. It was not. Things were still great. We were still talking to each other. We still had great conversation. But when over time and a few months, when we came to 2024, what happened is that I started to see the change in the behavior.
And what kind of changes in the behavior are we talking about here?
The behavior that you guys talk about and all your channel, she started to become distant. She told me that she started to become distant. And one time in the conversation, because before that, all the time we were talking, she never said that she would marry, because obviously I'm a Christian and she's a Muslim, but she never said that she wanted to marry a Muslim man. So for me, I was assuming that she would marry me. But now she said in the conversation that I've heard her say that she would marry a Muslim man, and I was like, okay, I probably misheard. I probably misheard. But anyway, so yeah, over the month when we came to April 2024. Now she became more distant, and
oh boy!
Now I started to. I was like, okay, okay. I started to see that she started to pull away, like you said. She started to pulling away, and okay, and she go to university. She was now 2024. I was 29. She was 22. So
oh boy,
yeah. I was walking her through her school, her university, and she said, no. I told her that I was in love with her. I know that what she feel about me. I know that she feel the same thing about me. And she said, well. Actually, you were just a friend.
Oh no! Oh my God! No!
What are you talking about?
Man.
Yeah. So I was like, what are you talking about? No, I know that you feel the same thing for me. So then she said, we need to have this conversation. I have to go, but we need to have this conversation later. So when we saw each other after that, the next time we saw each other, she told me, okay, I've talked about, I was thinking about what you told me last time, and I believe that now we should stop to talk to each other. We should stop talking.
What?
And I was like,
oh my God! Whoa!
she's like, yeah, I don't feel the same way about you.
Oh my God.
So,
you know what happened,
this and
right?
that.
Hold on, Dasher. You know what happened, right?
So,
you know what happened, right? Like, listen. I don't need you to finish this story for you to tell me what happened. She found somebody
I want to
else.
finish.
Oh, go ahead. Tell us.
So, because it's for it to be finished. So yeah.
Okay.
So,
All right. Go ahead.
Okay. So I saw that she wanted to stop talking to me. So okay. So I was okay. So after that, I told her, okay, hey, I misread, I misunderstood. Okay, if you don't see it some way, okay, let's move on and forget about what I said. She was okay, but I still believe that we should stop. We should stop talking and see each other. Okay, what's going on? It seemed that it seemed like you have a problem. What's going on? No, it's just like when I talk to a guy, it's just if I see myself marrying this guy, and I was like, okay, but you already told me that 2 years ago when we stopped seeing each other. She's like, yeah, but that was a mistake.
Oh my God.
I was like, okay. So again, we stopped talking, and then a few days later, when I saw her again, we were talking again, and then we stopped talking again because again we were taking the same bus.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
So then what happened then is that when it was June 2024.
Okay.
Now I was on the bus and she was on the bus too. So I said, okay, I'm gonna try to fix the situation because I mean I wanted I wanted things to go back how it was before. So
okay,
I tried to fix the situation. So when I came to see her, when she got out of the bus, she was going to the subway, the restaurant, the subway. And when I was working with her, I said that I was missing her and all this stuff. And
boy.
She said we already had this conversation. I tried to go for the kiss because I never kissed the woman. So for the first time, I tried to go for the kiss. And
and what did she do?
She shoot me down. She pushed away my advance, so she shoot me down. And so then she revealed to me like a bomb. She told me, because I said I'm not doing anything wrong. It's not like if you were in a relationship. And then she said, well, actually, I'm seeing someone.
There it is.
So she told me that. She told me that she was seeing someone just a few weeks after that. She said that she wanted us to stop to talk to each other. So I was confused. I was like, I don't understand. Yeah, of course you're seeing someone. You're seeing me. And she said, well, actually, no, I started seeing someone. I said, when? She said, recently. It's recent. And I don't believe that it was recent. I believe that this is what the cause. I believe this was the cause of why she was acting strangely.
Yes.
So
she wasn't acting strangely at all. Listen, she wasn't acting strangely at all. She was acting like a woman who was having sex with another man. And you better believe it. And let me ask you this. Do you think she's still a virgin?
Yes, I believe that she's still a virgin. I might be wrong.
No, bruh. Let me ask you again. Do you think she's still a virgin?
Yes, I believe that she's still a virgin.
Okay, what makes you think she's still a virgin?
Well,
what makes you think she's still a virgin, Dasher?
Yeah, I believe that she's still a virgin.
Yeah, no, you're telling me you think she's still a virgin. We both know she's not a virgin anymore, dude. We both know she's not a virgin anymore. Okay.
Okay. Why do you believe that she's not a virgin?
Are you kidding me? Listen, I doubted that she was a virgin the first time we talked, and the reason the reason I know she's not a virgin is she is telling you, because remember, I asked you, how do you know she's a virgin? You remember the video I just played? I said, how do you know how do you know that she's a virgin? He says, well, the way she talks. She talks like she's a virgin. Let me ask you something, Dasher. Does she talk like she's a virgin now? I need my own space. I'm seeing somebody else. No, not right now. Or is that the vernacular of a virgin Muslim girl, my friend?
No.
There you go. So, and listen, man. We all take L's in life. And the thing is this is why I tell men, get as much experience with women as you possibly can. Because your lack of experience. See, here's the thing. When you were talking to her that last time, you should have known that there was no way she was going to let you kiss her. Like, you guys had conversations before. She didn't want to talk to you. She didn't want to keep talking. She told you she wanted to be friends, but you still went for the kiss anyway. That's
so
just.
She didn't want us to be friends because she doesn't believe in men and women friendship. So she didn't want to be friends either. She would just want to go no contact and stop talking anymore.
Yes, and that's not the reason why she didn't want to be friends with you. The reason why, so you're telling me that she has no male friends?
She told me that she only have female friends.
She told you she only has female friends, just like she told you she was a virgin.
Yeah.
And this other guy that she's seeing, do you know anything about this other guy she's seeing?
If she truly seeing so if she's seeing someone else, it can only be a guy at university or at work. She's a nurse. She's studying to be a nurse.
So she's training to be a nurse. Yeah, listen, man. And I'm sorry this happened to you, but this is I don't think there's anything you could have done at this point. You needed to have the requisite experience to deal with this girl, because the thing is this, man, this woman fell prey to feminism. Okay, yeah, she was, she's born and raised in Canada, but she had the background. But obviously she fell prey to modern feminism. And here's another question. This is interesting. My wife actually just put this in the chat. What Muslim family sends their daughter to university? Like you said, she came from a strong Muslim family. Do you have any idea why her parents would send her to university?
Well, most Muslims in Canada, their parents send their daughter and son to university. So I think that this is the same reason from all other Muslim parents.
Okay, right. And so, there you go. You had Muslim parents succumb to Western culture, and it ended up costing their daughter her virginity. Does she live on campus?
No.
Okay, okay, good. Well, that's actually a good thing. Did she meet this guy, this guy that she's seeing? Did she meet him at work? Did you meet him at school? What else do you know about him?
It's either at work or at school. Because she told me that if she talked to a guy, if it's because she has to talk to him. Either it's a guy that it's a colleague or a guy at work.
Okay.
Or a patient. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, man.
And also you said that she might be brainwashed by feminism, but I know that because I noticed that when I was talking with her, I know she might watch some red pill content, because I've heard her talk about stuff like if a woman, when the more a woman get older, the more she lose her value. And
no, you don't. No. Hold on, Dasher. No, Dasher. You don't have to be red pill aware to know and understand that the older women get, the less valuable they are on the dating and sexual market, right? Like, listen, women have known this for eons. That's why they came up with the phrase "never ask a woman her age," because when you ask a woman her age, you're essentially shit testing her. How old are you means how valuable you are. So let's go.
Yeah, but she used the term SMV, sexual market value. So I know.
Oh well, she knew SMV. Then yeah, she definitely watched red pill content. So obviously this is over. I think you know and understand that. Yeah.
Wait, why are you saying that? Why are you saying that?
Because she told you she didn't want to see you anymore, didn't she?
Yeah, but she said that, but I still believe that I'm the guy that she wants. I still believe that she wants me.
Why? What makes you think that she still wants you?
Well, when I think about all the good time we had together,
yeah, that's in the past, Dasher.
That one day she will.
No, Dasher. Let me explain something to you. And you're inexperienced, so I understand me having to explain this. Once a woman loses interest in you, she never regains interest in you. Okay. If a woman is interested in you and things are like, I don't think I have ever been with a girl, okay, She leaves because she just doesn't like me anymore because she cheated. And then, a couple of years later, she comes back. It never, ever, ever happens that way. Ever. Once a woman loses interest, she loses interest forever. Now, there is a glimmer of hope for you. Would you like to know what that glimmer of hope is?
Yeah.
Okay. How old is she right now? You said so she's 22 right now, right?
Yeah, I'm 30.
Yeah, you're 30. Yeah, she'll call you when she's 37 years old.
I don't get it. Why?
Yeah, the reason she'll call you when she's 37 years old is because she'll probably have a couple of kids. She will probably already be divorced. She'll be a single mother, and she'll think, you know what? I remember that Dasher guy who actually still believed that I wanted him after I told him clearly that I didn't want him and that I was seeing someone else. You gotta what you're gonna have to start doing, Dasher, is you can't believe what women tell you. Okay, this woman told you she was a virgin. Yeah. All right. I don't believe she was a virgin at all. I think she told you she was a virgin so that she didn't have to have sex with you. You see, here's what was happening. She was having sex with someone else, and she knew that this guy was not good for a long-term relationship. But she knew that you're a religious man and you're marriage-minded. So she decided to tell you, well, I'm a virgin. I want to wait till marriage. So what she did is she strung you along little by little. Only when she decided she liked the guy that she was fucking did she finally have the gall to tell you, yeah, you know what? I'm not interested anymore. There is absolutely no way you have a woman who was born and raised in Canada, which is a feminist hotbed, goes to university, who is still a virgin at 22 years old. There is absolutely no way.
I understand what you mean, and also I understand the video that you did and other guys did when you said that there's no such thing as a woman who is truly single in today's day and age. No woman is single, and that's why all these years I was looking for a woman who's a virgin. And when she told me that she's never been in a relationship, that was the first time I was hearing a woman told me that since ever. So that was refreshing, and she acted accordingly, and that was credible for me because I've looked how she behaved and how she treated me, and that was consistent. And she was doing what Mr. Lucario talked about. I like Mr. Lucario. He talked about a woman should give you consistent cooperation, and that's what I saw. That's what I saw it do to me. So. And then she started. And then her behavior changed. I can listen and this is the call that I had on Friday. When a woman's behavior changes, okay, and you can always sense when a woman's behavior changes. When a woman's behavior changes, there is another man on the radar, okay? Not only that, always.
Right. Not only that, you told her you were looking for a virginal woman who is looking to get married. So in order to keep your attention, she had to tell you, I'm a virgin and I'm looking to get married. That was music to your ears. As somebody says in the chat, that was your password. That's what that was. You gave her the key. You said, here's what I'm looking for. And she said, oh, funny you should mention, I am literally everything you were asking for. And here's something else there's something else you probably didn't know. You got to understand that sluts have better girl game than actual good girls. Actual good girls don't have girl game, okay? Good girls just know how to be good girls, okay? But bad girls and sluts, they know how to mimic good girl behaviors even better than good girls do. It sounds to me like you, and again, like honestly, you guys may as well be in California. You guys may as well be in California because feminism, dude, feminism is an even bigger scourge. And dude, you're in Toronto. You're in Toronto, Canada. Toronto, Canada is the feminist epicenter, basically, of the continent. And I'm sure you've seen slut walks and parades and all this other kind of stuff. So you mean to tell me that this girl who was born and raised in Toronto with all of the culture around her, all of a sudden she starts acting funny. She tells you, I'm seeing someone else. But you still think she's a virgin and you still think she wants to be with you.
I want to correct you quickly. I'm in Montreal. I just put Toronto because I like the team, but we live in Montreal, Canada.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, fair enough. All right. If you were, let's just switch roles here. Let's just say that I was you, and I told you the same story you told me. What would you tell me to do?
Yeah, I would tell you to move on and to go forward, and obviously to yeah to go to move forward.
Yep. There you go. There you go. Even listen, even no, there is no yeah, but even you understand what you should be doing at this point.
Yeah, but but this is what everybody say and the internet and social media. That after that we have to move forward, but at the same time, I have to be realistic. But I cannot remove those memories from my head. I will never move forward. I will never move on. I will move on, and at the same time, I will never move on. I will never forget what happened.
Fine.
I will never forget.
Hey, guess what, Dasher? Guess what? The dude, listen, man. There are girls who have left scars on my soul that I will never forget. Dude, girls have done shit to me that I will never forget. Dude, there are some girls I will always remember. But guess what? I moved on, man. Time heals all wounds. And here's the thing. You might not get over the pain, okay? But it will dwindle, and at some point you will learn to live with it. But I think the issue that you're having is you don't think you will ever meet another girl like this one. Does that sound about right?
Yeah, obviously, yeah, you're right, yeah.
Okay, yeah, get that out of here.
Even if I meet one tomorrow, now I reconsider my view have changed, and even if I met another virgin tomorrow, I will be like, okay, cool, because I know what they're capable.
Listen. There you go. See, even now, you're starting to learn the lesson. If a girl tells me she's a virgin tomorrow, I'm going to take that with a grain of salt because I've already had that experience with a virgin. Listen, I'm not there and I wasn't there, so I don't know. I don't think this woman was a virgin when you met her. Let me ask you this. In all the time that you talked to her, did you ever kiss her?
The last time I talked to her, that was the only time that I tried to kiss her, and it didn't work out.
It did not work out. So you talked to this girl for 2 years. You never kissed her. You never had sex with her. She told you that she was seeing someone else and that she did not want to be friends with you anymore because she was seeing someone else. But you still think she wants you, and you still think she's a virgin. Like, do you understand how unlikely that is?
Because here's what I believe. If she's not loyal to me, then she's not gonna be loyal to any other guy after me.
Fine. And if but the point is, she's not loyal to you. Who gives a shit if she's loyal to somebody else? If she ain't loyal to you, then you don't need to worry about her anymore.
Okay, but here's the thing, because I've started to watch Mr. Lucario, and here's the thing: if tomorrow if tomorrow it happened that she came back, I will have no problem with that. It's just that I will never see her the same way. I know what she's capable of, and I will never be in love the same way that I was before she did what she did.
Okay,
and
so
not only her, but it's the same for any woman from now on.
Listen, the way you're the way you're talking now, this is the way you should be thinking. I got news for you. She's not coming back to you tomorrow. She's not coming back to you 6 months from now. She's not coming back to you 5 years from now. Okay? She is gone forever. She's done. She is absolutely done. Here's the thing. If she, let's just say for the sake of argument, she were to reach back out to you tomorrow, say, Dasher, I was wrong. I have seen the error of my ways, and I know that I want to be with you. Would you believe her, yes or no?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Why?
Because I believe that I'm the best guy. I believe that I'm the best guy. I'm that guy for her, and I still remember the good time that we had, and I think that I understand why. I understand why everything all the time that we spent together. I understand why all these things happen, because she was into me just as much as I was into her, and we have a good time. So if she come back, I believe it's because she missed the time that we had together, and she wants to start again. So
that's not
no problem with that.
Yeah, that's not the reason, dude. If she calls you tomorrow and says, I want to get back together, do you want to know why she's going to do that? It's because the relationship that she's in is on the rocks. Okay, this is what happens, and this is what I was telling Tesvlo on Friday. So she would call him up. Oh, I had a dream about you. Want to get back together, right? Then they would talk for 3 days, and then she would disappear. The reason why she's calling him in the middle of the night is because the guy that she left him for was cheating on her. She was feeling some type of way. She needed validation, so she called him. Used him for validation for 3 days, and then she disappeared again. This girl, you have to understand, this is not the way women work. Women aren't going to all of a sudden say, you know what? This guy really is the best option for me. And listen, I applaud your confidence, Dasher, in you thinking that you are the best option for her, but you don't know that. And it doesn't matter what you think, it matters what she thinks. Your sexual market value isn't determined by you, it's determined by the market. I can sit here and say I'm Donovan Sharp and I'm this high value man. But if girls don't if girls aren't throwing themselves at me, if men don't envy my life, then I can't call myself an alpha male. You understand what I mean? And I've never ever called myself an alpha male, not ever to any degree. But I think what you need to understand, you need to believe what she is telling you. She told you she does not want to see you anymore. And there's another red pill tenet that we use here in the sphere. Women make rules for betas, but they break rules for alphas. I can promise you that this other guy that she is probably seeing, she probably told him that she was a virgin too. And she probably said, well, I don't do sex before marriage or anything like that. She is 100% having sex with this guy. This is why she no longer wants to be with you.
So here's the thing. So it's not possible for her to be honest and truthful with any other guy that she meet, because she have to talk about her story, what happened between us, and all the other guys that she meet. These guys are never gonna know what happened between us. It's only me and her, and just like I said, we have a great time together. So,
okay. Listen.
That's
So you're telling me that she's only going to be honest with you and not with any other guy.
Of course not. If she's not honest with me. Yeah.
Okay. What makes you think you're the first guy that she's talked to? You don't think she's garnered the interest of other men in your area? You don't think she's given them this same song and dance? I'm a virgin and I'm Muslim and I'm not going to have sex until I'm married and all this other kind of stuff. Like, do you honestly believe that you're the only guy she is capable of telling the truth to? Of course not. Of course not.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean? Like, again, she could be in. Listen, I'm not trying to talk bad about this woman, but I think you need to understand she does not want you. Like, she does not want you. If she wanted you, she would have consolidated on you 2 years ago. But it sounds to me like she strung you along, and when she was ready to tell you goodbye, she said goodbye. Dude, you didn't even kiss her. You did not even kiss her. If you haven't even kissed her, she was never yours to begin with, my friend.
But you're saying that because you want to believe that. So why do you believe her instead of believing me?
Because I know women, Dasher. I know women. The reason I believe her and not you is because she's lying to you. Okay? When's the last time you talked to her?
And June 2024.
June of 2024. June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. Dasher, it's been 10 months since you talked to her. And you're telling me that you still think this girl wants you.
Yeah.
Why? What in the last 10 months makes you think that this girl still wants you if you haven't talked to her in 10 months?
Because just like we said, no matter what guy that she meet after me, I will always be just like you said in your video, you said that you will never be her first, her best, and all this stuff. And that's going to be the truth for all these other guys that you meet after me.
How do you know you were the first? You see what she told you? Because she told you were the first, the best, the biggest, or only. You have to understand, Dasher, that, and I think what a lot of guys get confused about is they let the V word get in their way. Oh, she told me she was a virgin, so I can believe everything she says. Listen, Dasher, this woman tricked you. Okay, this woman tricked you. What she did is she found what I like to call your password. Your password, and for all of you, exactly. She found your password, and here's the reason why she didn't even have to find your password. You gave it to her. She knew that as soon as she told you that she was a virgin, that you would believe everything she told you, and it worked because you're sitting, dude. I have approached thousands of women. I have fucked almost 300 girls, and I'm telling you, this girl does not want you. This is based on my experience. Okay. This girl has done such a number on you. You actually still believe what this woman is telling you, even though Donovan Sharp himself is telling you she is lying to you. Does that make sense? Like, what she did, Dasher, is she completely disarmed you. She broke you of all of your red pill conditioning by telling you, I'm a virgin. And by her telling you that she was a virgin, she put you under this spell. A spell that is so powerful that after even 10 months of no contact, you still think she still wants you.
Here's the thing. Not just her, but any woman that I meet, right off the bat, I really have that mindset that this woman wants me. So when I met her, I already know that I was the guy that she wanted. But the way that she was acting and behaving toward me, it was just another testimony, she was just approving what I already know about about me. So
yeah, but here's the thing, Dasher. No, hold on, Dasher. No, you're right. You said she watches red. You said you had a feeling she watched red pill content, right? Because she used things like SMV, this and that, and the third, right? Dasher, listen, man, this woman tricked you. You said yourself she watches red pill content. Any girl can watch red pill content and tell you exactly what they think you want to hear. This woman put a spell on you. This woman listened to all of the red pill content. She listened to all the red pill guys and literally just told you what you wanted her to tell you. And again, she has you so far under this spell, you actually think that you still have a chance with this girl, even though you haven't talked to her in 10 months. 10 months, Dasher. 10 months.
But here's the thing, because when she was saying to me that she doesn't feel the same way, I was saying to her that she's in denial and
hold on, stop right there. Stop right there. Hold on. Stop right there. So she told you she didn't feel the same way about you. She told you, Dasher, I don't feel the same way. So let me get this straight. She tells you she's a virgin and you believed her. Now she's telling you she doesn't feel the same way, but you don't believe her. Is that what you're telling me? It sounds to see again. You're selectively believing what you want to believe. She told you straight up, I don't feel the same way, and you're like, well, of course you're lying to me. You do feel the same way because of X, Y, and Z. Why would she lie to you and tell you that she does not feel the same way? It makes no sense.
No, here's the reason why. Because, like we said, she started to see the other guy, so she's in sabotage mode. She's self-sabotaging the situation with me so that she can get with the new guy. So that it's not me that she wants to convince, it's the other guy. Because the things that she said to me, this is what she's going to say to the next guy. She's going to say, oh, that I met a guy before you, but it was just a friend. He was just an acquaintance. Nothing serious happened. Yeah, he proposed to me, but I didn't like him like that. And she's going to tell what she has to say. She's going to say what she has to say to get the next guy. You understand what I mean?
And what makes you think she didn't tell the guy that she's with now the same thing about you?
What do you mean?
What makes you think that the guy that she's seeing now, you don't think she told him that she was also a virgin?
Yeah, of course she's going to say that.
Okay. So she's got him under he is now under her spell. And again, you haven't talked to her.
Yeah, but here's the thing. You made a video about this. The guy is going to ask her, so what, did you have a relationship before? So what about your last relationship? And she's going to say stuff like, oh, she's gonna use a way to appear like that a good girl. She's going to say like, oh, it didn't work out. It didn't work out.
Okay. And what did she tell?
That guy.
Hold on, Dasher. Stop. Dasher, stop talking. Dasher, stop talking. Stop talking. What did she tell you when you asked her about her last relationship? What did she tell you?
She said that she'd never been in a relationship before, and this is why I wanted to be with her.
Yes. Dasher, she lied to you. She told, listen, you told her exactly what you wanted in a woman. So she told you exactly what you wanted to hear. And here's the thing. Listen, I would be thinking differently if you two were still in contact. But bro, you haven't talked to her in 10 months. Like, she broke up with you 10 months ago and you haven't talked to her since. I just don't understand how you, after 10 months, could still be thinking that this woman still wants you. She told you, I don't feel the same way, but you're telling me that you don't believe her. But then when I'm telling you that she lied about being a virgin, you're saying, well, no, I believed her then. It's, again, you're selectively believing the things that you want her to believe.
Yeah, because you and me, we have no reason to believe what she's saying.
Yet,
when she said that,
that's exactly right. Yet you are choosing, yet you are choosing to believe it now. See, here's the thing, Dasher. And at this point, now you're being disingenuous, okay? You're telling me, but Donovan, you said don't believe anything a woman tells you. Yeah, when a woman tells you she doesn't feel the same way, Dasher, she's telling you the fucking truth, bro. She's telling you the truth, bro. She's not, no. Here's the thing, dude, and I'm just going to keep it real with you. It's fucking over, man. Like, it's over. No. It's over. It is time for you to move on. And because at this point, you're not only wasting your time, you're wasting her time. This woman does not want you. And here's the thing. You are in love with who you thought she was, okay? Even if she was who she said she was back then, she ain't the same person now. And I can guarantee you she is 841% fucking the dude she's with now. Otherwise, she would have called you once, at least once, in the last 10 months. But she has gone completely dark in 10 months, and you're still holding out this hope that she is the same person right now that you met way back in 2022. And I had my apprehensions about whether or not she was a virgin. And who knows? Maybe she was, maybe she wasn't. But I do know this. She is not a virgin now, number one. Number two, she doesn't want you anymore. And number three, you guys are never, ever, ever getting back together. Number four, I don't think you were really ever her boyfriend. Because if you never even kissed her, I mean, you said you never. And let me ask you this: how long were you guys boyfriend and girlfriend? How long did you guys talk romantically?
So again, she said that she doesn't believe in girlfriend and boyfriend.
How long? Okay, no. How long did you guys talk?
From
the summer of 2022 to the summer of 2024.
Yeah.
So 2 years, right? You talked to her for 2 years. Yeah. How many times did you kiss her?
0.
There's your answer, dude. There's your answer. If I came to you and I said,
my plan was not to kiss her.
No, Dasher, no. You're full of shit. You're gonna tell me that an attractive 20-year-old you didn't want to kiss her? Come on, man. Of course you did. You're a man. Yeah. Okay, so what's the problem?
But that wasn't the goal. I wanted to make her my wife.
Yeah, and how did that work out? You wanted to make her your wife. She doesn't want to be your wife. You went to the jewelry store. You bought her a ring. You proposed to her. She said no. Listen,
she didn't say no. She said she was not ready yet.
That's a no, Dasher. When a woman says
for you, it means no. Not for me. For me, it means yes.
So it means yes. So you asked her to marry you. She told you no, but you think it means yes.
So and when we were talking about that, she said that the reason why she said that she's not ready yet, actually, she said that because she didn't want to hurt me. But I believe that she wanted to say yes. She was afraid of her parent reaction.
Yeah,
and
right up until she told you she was seeing somebody else.
No, it was when that was. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
So let me get this straight. If she wanted, if she wanted to marry you, then why did she start seeing somebody else?
Because the reason why she said she's not ready yet is because she still wanted to look around.
Yes, she wants to look around, which means she wants to date around. She told you she's not ready because she did not want to marry you. Okay? She told you she wasn't ready to get married because she wasn't ready to get married to you. And I know this might be a blow to your ego, but I don't think she ever wanted you romantically. I think the two of you, honestly, I think in your mind, she was you guys weren't boyfriend and girlfriend, but I think you need to understand that she thought of you as a friend for 2 years. You never made a move to kiss her. It's like you guys were friends for 2 years. And then all of a sudden you asked her to marry you and she told you that she wasn't married. Or she told you she wasn't ready. And you guys had talked about marriage before. Then remember, you said she started acting strangely. I'm telling you, the time frame that she started acting strangely coincides with the guy she started seeing.
Yeah, this is what I said. I agree.
Okay, and is she still with this guy?
Okay, here's the thing.
It's a yes or no question, Dasher. She's still with him.
I believe that.
I don't want to know what you believe. No, I don't want to know what you believe. I want to know what you know. Is she still with this guy?
I don't know yet.
You don't know if she's still with this guy? Do you follow her on Instagram?
No, I don't know. I don't know her Instagram, and her Instagram is private anyway.
So she's on Instagram, and it's private.
Yep.
Okay. Has she blocked you on Instagram?
No, I've never followed her on Instagram. We were just talking in real life because we live in the same neighborhood. We take the same bus.
Does she still take the same bus?
Yeah.
And you don't talk to her when you guys ride the bus?
No.
Dasher, it's over.
She sent me hi, and I see her smiling at me. So, last time I saw her, she was smiling at me because I don't know. That's my when I saw the expression in her face, it was like that's my it seemed like she was that smile was saying like I'm sure that you remember the time when we used to sit next to each other and always talking to each other.
And you got all of that. You got all of that from her just looking at you at the. So you got all of that from her just looking at you.
Maybe it means that. Maybe it means that she was taking like. Because I think that she knew what she was doing, because when she started becoming distant, I didn't understand what's going on, and it never crossed my mind. It never crossed my mind that she was seeing another guy, because in my head she was that innocent, pure virgin girl. So it never crossed my mind that it was another guy. I always thought that I was the only guy that she was seeing.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, man, this woman was not who she said she was. And even if she really were this virginal woman and this and that and the other, she is not the same now. Like, I think you need to understand, this is not the same woman you told me about on my live stream 2 years ago. She's changed. She's totally different.
I agree, because if you could look at what I see in my head, it seems that it's two different women. The woman that she was in summer 2022 is totally, completely different than the woman that she was in summer 2024. I don't know. It's crazy. It's really two different women. It's hard for me to believe that, but
well, guess what? There you go. There you go.
Tonight, that's so.
Yeah. I mean, look, it sounds to me like you're in denial, you know? And listen, I get it. Like, you know, you really thought that you even told me yourself 2 years ago, you guys are entertaining thoughts of, you know, marriage and kids and this and that and the other. And in my mind, it's almost like you built up this sort of grandiose, you know, this grandiose fantasy. It's like you were imagining marriage with her. And then when you propose to her and she says, you know, and she says she's not ready, then let me clue you in on something. If you ask a woman to marry you and she says, I'm not ready, do you know what that means? That means she's not ready to marry you. She doesn't want to marry you, Dasher. That's what this is. And I know that this is a blow to your ego, but I am having serious doubts as to whether or not she really ever saw you as a husband in the first place.
Well, if she never saw me, if she would have never saw me as a husband, then she would have started to put away right in the first week or the first few weeks, because I met many women before her, and I've seen the pattern that when they start to put away, because I already know right off the bat that they are already seeing someone or they're already in a relationship, so they start to put away in the first few weeks or the first few months. But when I saw that she didn't pull away and we were talking to each other for over a year, I said, okay, she's the right woman for me.
Yeah, listen, this woman doesn't want you. I'm telling you straight up. You asked her to marry you. She told you no, okay? Or she said she wasn't ready. When a woman tells you she's not ready to get married, that's a no. Number two, she told you she doesn't feel the same way about you. Number three, you haven't talked to her in 10 months. What would this woman have to do to finally convince you that she does not want you?
Oh, okay. I have no problem if she say that, but
she's not going to tell you that. No. She's not going to tell you. You got to understand, Dasher, you're dealing with a modern woman. I don't know that you realize this, but just because a woman is a virgin does not mean that she does not. That does not mean that she doesn't have modern woman sensibilities. She's playing the same games with you as girls who have slept with 30, 40, 50 guys. She's dragging you along, okay? So, again, I ask you, what is this woman going to have to do to let you know unequivocally she does not want you? Because she's told you she don't want to marry you. She told you she doesn't feel the same, and she hasn't talked to you in 10 months. There's nothing more she can do. At this point, it's incumbent upon you to understand the very it's not, and here's the thing, it's not like she's sending mixed signals, right? Like Tesvlo says, hey, look, man, every couple of weeks, she's calling me up and telling me she wants to get back together. This girl's not even doing that with you. She has given you no sign whatsoever. And I know it's hard, but you're clinging onto this relationship you thought you had. She's not the same person. And to be quite honest with you, neither are you, right? So what does this woman have to do to convince you that she is finally done? Period.
Okay, so yeah, if she's truly with another guy and she's gonna get married to another guy and they have kids, so yeah, she's truly done. But even if it's go that far, if she didn't met that guy or these other guy, I don't know if she's seeing just one guy or many other guy, but things might have been different if other guys didn't come to approach her and flirt with her.
Yeah, but that's just it, Dasher. That's just it. No. But they don't. No, listen. No. Hang on. But they did. Okay. Like, listen. We can sit here and say, well, if she hadn't met this guy, then no, Dasher, bro. I'm telling you right now. If she wanted to be with you, she really would be with you. I've got a super chat here. It's actually dedicated to you here, Dasher. So Panda Trucker says, with the $10 super chat, says, Dasher, I've been right where you are right now. I simped for a Nympho 304 who said all the right things to get what she wanted from me. Listen to Donovan. He knows what he's talking about. Here is another super chat. Sean Morse with the $10 super chat says, Dasher doesn't understand that he was the guy she practiced her game on. Girls do this all the time. When you fall for it, they use it again on guys they actually like. This is called girl game. Mac with the $5 super chat. Appreciate that very much. We got one more super chat here. Mac, again, foodie call got out of hand. Let me ask you this, Dasher. Did you ever take her out on dates?
We went on a walk at the mall, in the woods, and what other place? Okay. So that was it.
But you guys have never been out like on a dinner date or anything like that?
No dinner date. No.
Okay. You guys never did coffee or anything like that?
No, I already know that I should never get a woman on stuff like that. Dinner date. I should only go coffee date or a walk. Okay. Did you ever meet her parents? No.
You never met her parents. This is a Muslim.
No, because she said that if her parents knew about us talking to each other, she would have problems. So I didn't start to see her parents.
So
she didn't know. That was in secret. But if I can say that, but
no. I understand. But if a woman really likes you, she'll like. You ever heard of the William Shakespeare play Romeo and Juliet? Have you?
I know.
Well, there are two families, okay? There were the Capulets and the Montagues, okay? Romeo came from one family, Juliet came from the other, okay? The Capulets and the Montagues were mortal family enemies, but somehow Romeo and Juliet fell in love with each other, okay? Neither family wanted them to be together, but they loved each other so much they figured out a way to, I guess, make it work in the short term, okay? If a woman really does love you, she is going to do whatever it is she wants to do. Number one. Number two, you said she's seeing this other guy, right? Do her parents know that she's seeing this other guy?
Probably not.
So she's dating all of these guys in secret, you think?
Okay, I might be wrong, but for now, I think that that with the other guy is probably in secret too.
How do you know? You haven't talked to her in 10 months, Dasher.
Yeah, I might be wrong. I don't know.
No, but that's just it. You're the things that you're putting in your mind. You hope that she's dating this dude in secret, right? But again, let me run this down. You never kissed her. You never had sex with her. You never took her out on a date. She told you when you asked her to marry you, she said she wasn't ready. She told you, I don't feel the same way about you, and you've never met her parents. I don't know what other sign you need to compel you to move on from this girl. Because if you...
I move on. But the thing is that the reason why she said that she doesn't feel this way is because she met the other guys or the other guy. So
even well, there you go. There you go. She is, look, man, if she says, I don't feel the same way because, let's say you're dating two girls. One girl says, I don't feel the same way because my parents don't want me to date you. The other girl says, well, I don't feel the same way because I'm dating another guy. The girl who's dating another guy is the girl who's the furthest away from you. It all fits. She told you, I don't feel the same because I'm seeing another guy. And as far as you know, she's still with this other guy. So she is still with this other guy, and this guy is the reason why she said, I don't feel the same way about you, but you still think she wants to be with you.
But if she did that to me, she might do the same to the other guys.
So what do you care?
So at the end of the day, I am the winner in that story.
You are not. No. Check this out. Let's just run the scenario. Let's just say the two of you actually did date. Let's just say that you guys dated, had sex, religion and race and all that. Let's just throw that out the door. Let's say that she starts seeing another guy. Let's say she starts cheating on you with this other guy, right? And you say to yourself, well, you know what? She cheated on me with this guy, but she'll probably cheat on him, right? Girls don't cheat on, girls do not cheat with guys they break up with, okay? They don't cheat on guys they don't cheat with guys they break up with. She's not coming back to you. The guy that she's seeing now in her mind is one level above you. If she decides to break it off with that guy, she doesn't have you waiting in the wings. And here's why I know this. You want to know why I know you're not her backup plan? Because you haven't talked to her in 10 months. It's been almost a year since you've talked to this girl. Again, haven't met her family, haven't kissed her, hadn't fucked her, never took her out on a date, got her a ring and asked her to marry you. She said she wasn't ready. And she told you she didn't feel the same. I don't know why you think this girl still wants you, because if she wanted you, she would make that clear.
Okay. So what about if tomorrow she comes back? What are you going to say?
If she comes back to you tomorrow, I'll give you $1,000.
Okay.
Right?
If she come back tomorrow, I will reach out to you.
But listen, the reason you're laughing is because we both know that's not going to happen. If she hasn't reached out to you in 10 months, what makes you think she's not going to come back tomorrow? Or what makes you think she'll come? What makes you think she's going to come around tomorrow? You keep saying, well, if she comes back tomorrow, is there some grand plan? Did she tell you she was coming back tomorrow?
She might come back tomorrow. If I see her tomorrow, she might. I believe that it's really possible that she might come back tomorrow. Why not?
Okay, that's a very good question. How do you think it's likely that she comes back tomorrow?
Because
no. Yes or no?
At the moment, she might remind herself that all the good time that we had together.
No,
she's like missing me.
This is this is wishful thinking. And I know you're. See, here's the thing: you're projecting the way you feel about her onto her. The reason why you still want her back is because you're thinking about all the good times that you had with her, right? But if she really did have such a great time with you, then she would be with you now instead of still with this other guy. And here's the thing. What you're telling me is it's possible that she comes back to you. And you know what? You're right. It is possible that she comes back to you. It's also possible that I get drafted by the New York Yankees tomorrow. But guess what? It's not going to happen. As a man, Dasher, you need to learn to live your life and make decisions based on probabilities rather than possibilities. Have you ever watched Fresh and Fit?
Yeah.
Okay, right. No, stay with me. Got the 35-year-old post-wall woman, she's got the tattoos and this and that and the third. What do all of these women say when Myron asks them, what kind of man do you think you want? What do they tell you?
Well, they say that they want men with a lot of
a lot of money,
a man who makes six figures, stuff like that, fit, all this stuff.
Right, exactly. Now, is it possible that these girls might actually find a guy that takes them seriously?
Yeah.
Of course, it's possible. Listen. And I want you to understand this. Anything is possible, Dasher, but not everything is probable, okay? If you watch the sport of baseball, if Shohei Ohtani is in the box with the bases loaded and I'm a manager, I'm not going to call in a right-handed pitcher. I'm calling in a lefty. You want to know why? because left-handed batters have a much harder time against left-handed pitchers. Now, is it possible that Shohei Ohtani hits the ball 450 feet for a grand slam home run? Absolutely. But if I'm sending it a lefty, it's much less probable. You can't live your life based on possibilities. You have to live them based on probabilities, because you're like, it's possible she comes back tomorrow. Bro, you probably said this to yourself for the last 10 months and she hasn't come back yet.
Yeah, okay, but here's what I said. That just like I told you, if she come back tomorrow, like I told you, I will not see her the same way. Like I know what she's capable to do, and not only her, but any woman that I meet in the future, any woman that I meet in the future, virgin or not, I know that they just like you said, like she's not yours and she's never single. So my view have changed. I'm not looking for loyalty from a woman anymore.
Okay, well then you should not be waiting on her
anymore.
Let me ask you. I'm going to ask you one last question, because I got a couple of guys on the line here. Do you think she's ever going to come back to you?
Yeah.
No. Let me rephrase the question. If you had to bet an amount of money that mattered to you, I'll tell you what. If I were to bet you $10,000, Dasher, I'll bet you $10,000 this woman does not come back to you in 6 months. Would you take that bet?
No.
There you go. So of course you wouldn't take that bet, because you know she's not coming back to you. It's like you're holding on to false hope. And she has given you no reason. She's giving you no... Look, I could understand it if you guys were texting and talking every once in a while. I could completely understand why you would think this way. But again, she has given you absolutely no sign that she is even thinking about you right now, other than smiling cordially at you at the bus stop. She has let you go, but you haven't let her go. You really, really do need to let her go, because I'm telling you, and you're a good-looking guy. Like, I've seen what you look like. Pause. Dude, you could be missing out on other opportunities because you're still hung up on this girl, man.
Yeah, I understand what you mean. Like, I'm not gonna miss out on other opportunity, but I'm not looking for the same thing anymore. I'm not looking to get married and.
Okay, well then, if you're not looking for the same thing, then why are you waiting on her?
Yeah, no, because
why? Why are you waiting on her? You've never kissed her. You've never had sex with her. So what's the big deal?
Yeah. I'm not waiting on her. I'm not waiting on her. I just want to say that if she come back, I'm gonna see her in a different light.
Okay, all right. Well, listen, listen, man. She's not coming back. I'm telling you right now, she's not going to.
But why do you keep saying? It seems that you want to believe that she's never going to come back. It seems that this is what you want to believe. I don't understand why.
Dasher, you keep telling me. See, here's the thing. You're. How can I put this? You're telling me that you believe that she's going to come back. Okay, I'm telling you that she's not going to come back. I'm not telling you she's not coming back because it's what I want to believe. I'm telling you she's not going to come back based on what you have told me about her. You asked her, no, hold on. You asked her to marry you. She said she wasn't ready. She never, you come up with all these excuses, but the facts are the facts. You never met her parents. You never kissed her. You never fucked her, okay? And she hasn't talked to you in 10 months. This is not what I want to believe. These are the facts. You're telling me I believe she's going to come back, and I ask you why. You can't tell me why. Then you tell me, well, you don't believe she's coming back because it's what you want to believe. No, I want to believe that she's going to see the error of her ways. But based on what you've told me, there's no way she's coming back. I don't want to believe this. Dude, I'm backing up what I'm telling you. Like, seriously. Like, I don't know what more I have to tell you, bruh.
Well, I believe that she might come back. I don't know. Only God knows, but she might come back. It seems that you believe that it's fact that she's never going to come back, but you were not there, didn't so how it.
Dasher, with all due respect, you sound like a woman right now. You weren't there, so you don't know. No, I don't have to be there to know. You told me you bought her a ring to propose to her. She told you she wasn't ready to get married. Then she told you she was seeing someone else. Then she told you she doesn't feel the same. You haven't talked to her in 10 months. Yet you didn't meet her parents. You've never taken her on a date. You've never kissed her or fucked her. Did it ever occur to you that she never thought about you romantically? Like, was this even a relationship?
Wait, but when I was flirting with her at the beginning, why did she flirting back with me?
Well, because she probably did like you like that.
wait, she was flirting with me back, but she didn't like me. I don't get it.
Okay, what is she doing now?
Yeah, but I'm not. Now she's seeing this other guy.
Yes, she's seeing this other guy because she's seeing this other guy because she likes him and not you.
Okay, but here's the thing. What about? Okay, because I don't. Because if you believe that for me, then what about all the other story about all the girls out there who have new boyfriend but still go back to the ex-boyfriend or cheat with the ex-boyfriend? What about all the story or the ex-husband? What about all the story? Why do they go back if they move on?
Dasher,
If
Dasher,
move on, why
stop
do they
talking.
still go
Stop.
back?
Hey, stop. You were never her boyfriend, Dasher. Okay? You didn't date her. You didn't fuck her. You didn't even kiss her. That's the difference. Women cheat with familiar dick. You're not familiar. Okay? She's not going back to you because she never fucked you. It doesn't work the same way. You're not the dude, you're not the ex-boyfriend. You are the dude in the friend zone who still wants her. You are the dude who still thinks she wants you. Dude, she never, honestly, you told me yourself. You guys were in the honeymoon phase, and that's what you're basing this off of, right? Then her behavior started to change. As soon as her behavior started to change, Dasher, that was it. That was it.
But the behavior started to change many months after that I proposed to her in 2023.
And what about now?
Yeah, because now, again, she met the other guy.
So you're just going to wait around for her until this other guy is done using her, and then you're going to, what, take up the leftovers?
No. I move on, but I'm going to the next girl, and I've learned from that experience.
Okay, all right. Well, but, then you should then you should move on to the next girl, because I'm telling you, this girl is not coming back. This girl's not coming back.
Okay, cool. Okay, so yeah, that was that. And
okay,
did I forget something?
No. I think we've covered. I think we've covered all of it.
Okay. So if let's just to close, let's suppose that if tomorrow she happened to come back, do you want me to reach out to you?
No, because I know she's not.
So okay, wait, we'll see.
Okay, listen, we'll see. And listen, if she comes back, I want you to appear on camera with her. I'm not going to show it to the world, but I want to see proof.
Okay,
I want to see proof.
Cool, great.
All right, well, Dasher, thank you. Hold on, I gotta move on to the next guy. Let's go to 10 Sworn. Wow, 10 Sworn, I do appreciate your patience there. Okay, so 10 Sworn, where are you calling from today?
I'm from New York, so
okay.
Right now I'm on a college campus.
Okay.
Right, and I've been watching your content. I like the content. I like the teachings. I don't really have like a relationship question. I just like have some type of advice on like game, because
sure,
I have this issue with like me personally. Like when I talk to a girl, the girl lets me we talk, I escalate, so and so, but like when it's time to close, the girl kind of just backs out.
Okay.
Like I had a situation recently, right? It's a pretty like interesting situation. So I met this girl off of Tinder, right? This was just recently, right?
Okay.
I met her off of Tinder. Right, showed her my face and everything.
Okay.
She connected with me like really quick. Like we kind of like hit it off like in a week, right?
Okay.
We went out and I was talking to her. She let me touch her and everything.
Sure.
All that stuff. And then when we was outside, she got drunk and like she went with this other guy, right in front of my face. And then at the same time too, she had a boyfriend at the time too. So her boyfriend caught us like outside.
Okay.
And my issue is like with her, while I'm like talking about this situation, is because this girl, like I was escalating, but when I tried to kiss her, she said no.
Okay.
So I'm thinking, okay, she doesn't like me like that.
Right.
So after she did all that stuff to me, she called me like 6 times like on the phone, and I didn't want to take her back, obviously, because it would be pretty dumb. But
sure.
I said okay, because I'm on a college campus, it's kind of boring here. I mean, she's talking to me. I'm not gonna give her like boyfriend energy, but I'll just like talk to her just to talk to her. So the thing with this girl was like, we started talking again, and then she said I'm her boy best friend now, right?
Oh wow.
Like, yeah, I don't know. It's
yeah.
So thinking, okay.
Yeah. Listen. When a woman calls you her friend in any capacity, You got it right the first time. She doesn't like you like that. That's the first thing. The second thing is you guys went out. She got drunk and left with a guy in front of you. She did not. That was clearly disrespectful. A woman doesn't have to be sober to disrespect you. She can actually be drunk and disrespect you. Even though being drunk lowers your inhibitions, that doesn't mean that people are not aware of what they're doing. So yeah, if I were you, listen, this girl is wasting your time. The only reason she's talking to you is because she's bored and is looking for someone to validate her. You can tell yourself and you can tell us, all right, I'm just going to talk to her and I'm not going to give her boyfriend energy, but you still want to fuck her. And she knows that you still want to fuck her, but you never will fuck her because she's already disrespected you in the worst way. And she called you her boy best friend. It's a wrap.
That's very true. Yeah, that's very true. So this story doesn't end here. There's a lot. And I agree with what you're telling me. So,
all right.
Yeah, after she called me 6 times, black women, they like to use like plausible deniability. She was telling me, oh, we was never dating because I never said I was your girlfriend. So I said, okay, whatever. So fast forward, right? She got a boyfriend, right? Because she would tell me everything, all her because I'm the boy best friend, obviously.
Yeah.
She would tell me everything, right? Mm-hmm. All her relationships, all her secrets, and then she ended up getting a boyfriend, right?
Yep.
And the thing that's confusing me the most is like we said, she doesn't like me, right?
Right.
She doesn't like me at all. But when she got this boyfriend, she started giving me a different type of attention. So the first thing is she doesn't like the fact that I talk to other girls, which is kind of I'm so confused because I'm at first I thought she was joking.
She doesn't care that you talk to other girls.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Yeah,
but
she doesn't care.
Recently, I was on FaceTime with her, right? One of my friends was talking to me, and she got pissed off, and I'm like, that doesn't make sense. The second thing is when she was with her boyfriend, and she got drunk, she got drunk at her boyfriend's house.
Yep.
She said she wanted to come see me in my dorm.
Yeah.
And I was just.
And she never did she?
Actually, she did.
Did you fuck her?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
But yeah. I'll tell you why she came to my dorm, because she came to my dorm because she was mad at her boyfriend. Mm-hmm. And she just wanted to make him
Yeah, make him jealous.
Make him jealous. So my thing is it's I agree with what you're saying, but my issue is when I talk to a girl, they will give me all this false these false hopes. I would think, okay, the signs are there, everything is there, but then when it's time to close, it ends up being something like that.
Yeah, see, and listen, girls are it's so funny. Girls are they're nefarious in this way. She doesn't care that you're talking to other girls. There are girls, and this is funny because this is what girls are doing now. Girls will pretend to be jealous that you're talking to other girls to make you think that she likes you. And that's what sticks in your mind. That's what sticks in your mind. Every time you have doubts as to whether or not she's leading you on, you think, well, she gets jealous that I talk to other girls. No, she doesn't. She tells you she gets jealous. She tells you or shows you that she gets jealous because she wants you to think that she likes you like that. She only keeps you around for validation, okay? And she told you, well, we were never going out because you never called me, you never said I was your girlfriend, or you never said you were my boyfriend. But then she goes and gets a boyfriend. She doesn't like you. Here's another thing. When a woman calls you her boy best friend, it's over. Here's another thing. The reason why she tells you about her relationships is because she does not care what you think of her, okay? When a woman, you ask the average woman what her body count is. If she likes you, she'll tell you she's fucked 3 guys. If she doesn't like you, she'll tell you she's fucked 75 guys. The only reason why, this is why she feels comfortable with you, is because she doesn't care. She doesn't care. And if she, let's just say that she had, let me ask you this. Let's just say that this girl that you're hung up on, let's just say that she had a guy, let's just say that she had a gay guy. She was best friends with a gay guy. Do you think that her gay guy best friend knows what her body count is?
If I think he knows what his body count is.
Do you think she's going to be honest with her gay friends?
Yeah.
Why?
I think so.
Why?
Because the gay guy, she thinks, okay, he's not trying to come at me, so.
Right. And do you think right? Do you think that she would be attracted to the gay guy?
No, not at all.
There you go. She's not attracted to you. That's why she's telling you these things. Okay? The reason why girls reduce their body counts when you ask them, and you shouldn't, but the reason why girls reduce their body counts is because they don't want you to think they're a slut. And if they don't want you to think, that's why all the girls on Fresh and Fit lie about their body counts, because there might be somebody out there that they might like, okay? But if they're in a room with their girls and their gay best friends and this and that and the other, her friends know all the secrets because she's not trying to fuck her friend. She's not trying to fuck her gay friend. That's why the gay friend knows everything. She's not trying to fuck the guy in the friend zone because, and here's the thing. She's not turned on by you. All she's doing at this point is using you for validation. The fact that she called you her boy best friend and she's told you all about her relationships, there is no chance you will ever fuck this girl. If she is wasting your time, honestly, you need to block her. You really, really do, because what she is doing is she is trading on your desire to fuck her. That's it. And you will never fuck her. She got drunk, got mad at her boyfriend, and came over to your dorm room. That was the chance you had to fuck her. She didn't let you. That's it.
No, she didn't let me.
No.
So,
nope.
No, I agree with what you're saying. So I was thinking about blocking her, but the issue is this, right? So I have a few people I talk to, and they tell me, okay, this girl likes you, but let me tell you why they think that. So I agree with what you're saying, but this girl, when she came to my dorm, she brought me like groceries. Like, I was just very confused because I was thinking, okay, she's just trying to be a nice person, but they told me, oh, no, that's a good big sign because no girls like buy groceries for a man. And I'm like, and also the other thing too is like when we went out, we took a picture together, and she still has that picture as like her contact photo of me. So it's like,
of course she does. Yeah, of course she does.
What do you think about that? Like, cause
bro. Listen, hold on, bro. She brought She brought you groceries twice. Okay, but she brought you groceries twice. You took a selfie. That's still your contact information. Guys are telling you that she likes you. Okay, right? And she gets jealous when you talk to other girls. Yet you still haven't fucked her. My friend, 10 sworn, she is doing these things to make you think that she likes you. Okay. All of these people, let me ask you something. Do you think she likes you?
No, not at all.
Okay, well, there you go. There's your answer, bro. There's your answer. The reason listen, there could be a million different reasons why she is giving you what these people think are choosing signals, okay? She would have chosen you by now. This is what we call mixed messages, mixed signals. A girl will say something to make you think, you like her, make you think she likes you, and then she'll do something that makes you think she doesn't. Then she'll go back and forth. If a girl likes you, she will never do or say anything that would lead you to believe that she doesn't like you, like coming over to your dorm room and not having sex, or telling you about her relationships, or getting drunk and going home with some random guy after you took her to the club. These are not the things that women do when they like you.
Yeah, thank you, because I just wanted to confirm with you because I just felt like you had a better understanding of it.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna block her probably this week.
No. There is no probably. You need to block her right when we get off this phone call because listen. She's wasting your time and your money. She is stringing you along, my friend. It's time, dude. Seriously, she's wasting your time. And you told me yourself that you don't think she likes you, and you're right.
Mm-hmm. All right, so I'm gonna definitely block her after this call.
Okay,
I'll let you know. But the thing is, since we're having this conversation, that's my main issue. Like, I talk to these girls, it seems like it's going good, and then the mixed signals come, and like, I don't know. Like, it's like a recurrent trend for me.
Okay.
So I don't know if it's like my game or like.
Yeah, it's probably your game. Your game. Yeah, that's it.
What do you suggest about that?
And you sound like a young guy. How old are you?
I recently turned 23. So
yeah, you're young. Yeah, dude, you're young. You're not supposed to have game, man. Like, come on. Like, dude, I didn't have any game when I was 20. Dude, nobody had game when they were 23, man. And you're dealing with college girls who are getting dick thrown at them all the time? Nah, dude. This is like, and I know it's frustrating now, but continue to make mistakes with these girls so you know what to look for and what not to look for. But I wouldn't feel bad about not having any game. Go to tsracademy.com, and there's all kinds of products there that could help you. But nobody gets this stuff overnight, man. You're 23 years old, man. What you should be really concentrating on is building up your body, building up your savings, becoming financially shrewd. Still deal with girls. Just make sure you don't get anybody pregnant. But yeah, dude, you're not supposed to have game. You're only 23.
Okay, makes sense. So I've been looking at your website. I'm thinking about buying the when I graduate in the next month or so.
Okay.
I'm thinking about getting the which book do you recommend first?
I would recommend the free ones first. The Dead Bedroom, The Cure for a Sexless Relationship. All you got to do is put in your email, and you'll get access to those to those 3 ebooks. And I'll tell you what I'll do for you, man. Are you a member of my Discord?
Yeah, I recently joined your Discord yesterday.
All right,
actually.
cool. Yeah, send me a private message. Give me your email address, and I'll give you how to master the game for free.
All right, thank you, man. Let me just send you a text right now.
A text? Oh, you mean
on Discord?
Yeah, on Discord. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll get it and I'll get it and I'll respond. Let's go to the next one. Let us go to looks like Sean. Sean, you there? Sean, where you at? Okay. Guess Sean's not ready. Let's go to Chris. Christopher, are you there?
Yes, sir. How you doing today?
Hey, doing good. Chris, where are you calling me from today?
I'm calling from Louisiana.
Chris in Louisiana. Okay, what's on your mind, Chris?
All right. First, I watch your content a lot, and I really do like your content. And congratulations on all your success.
Thank you.
So my question isn't really a relationship question.
Okay.
It's more like a life question.
Sure.
So I recently turned 27, and I recently landed a job, that's pretty good. Plenty of opportunities overtime. My hard work in school, paid off.
Good.
And my question is, I kind of spent like my early 20s kind of like fucking off and just, making mistakes. And I'm kind of now seeing the incline of, the opportunity. So what is your advice on how to set myself up to be successful later on, and is there still like a good chance for me to be successful at this age that I'm at right now?
It's going to take a while. Listen, you're 27. You made the, you said you fucked off in your 20s, whatever the case may be, but you've got a really good opportunity. How do you define success?
Well, I would say defining success would be being able to control, my time and not having to, make income without having to be somewhere, without having to clock in somewhere,
Okay. So,
and being able to provide for people around me.
Okay. All right. Right. Financially successful, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah. I mean, I'm not like a career counselor or anything like that, but you are still in your 20s. Okay. You know what MLD says? Make money, make muscles, learn game, hold frame. If I'm you, I live in the gym. I work as much overtime as humanly possible until I turn 30. Then maybe I dial it back. If success to you is being able to make money remotely, there are plenty of opportunities out there.
Okay. And how do you think somebody in my age in general should navigate, the grind and dating?
Oh my God. Yeah. I mean, navigating the grind of dating, there's no two ways about it. You're going to have to fall. You're going to have to skin your knee. You're going to have to bust your nose. See, here's the thing, man. You got to make every mistake humanly possible with women. You have to fail with women. I didn't get good with women because I just came out of the womb this player. No, man. The reason I'm good with women is because I have a lot more failure than success. You see, Chris, there are a lot of guys out there who are afraid to put themselves out there because they're afraid of getting hurt. Understand this, Christopher. You are going to be hurt by a woman. If you have already been hurt by a woman, you're going to be hurt by another woman. Pain is inevitable when learning how to deal with women and navigating the dating market. No one, and I mean no one, not me, not Myron, not Andrew, not Justin, not Tristan, none of us are impervious to the pain that comes from dealing with modern women. The only way you are going to be able to get where someone like I am is you have to have experience. That's what it all comes down to, man. You got to get out there. You have to approach, you have to date, get hurt, fall, all that good stuff. Just make sure you never have children. That is my one piece of advice. Make all the mistakes. Just make sure you wrap your junk. That's all you got to do. How do you navigate it? You navigate it straightforward, man. There's no way, because when you say navigate, what you're really asking me is, how do I navigate the sexual marketplace and not get hurt? No, my friend, failure is inevitable. Failure is inevitable in everything. It's inevitable with our family, our jobs, our careers, our dating, relationships. You are going to fail. The question is how are you going? See, a lot of people say they want to be successful. And of course, we all want to be successful. We're all human beings. the most successful people in the world, Chris, are people who understand how to deal with failure and how to learn from it and apply it in the future. That's what you're going to have to do, man. You just got to go straight up, man. You're just going to go straight on.
Okay, thank you. And another question that I just have, not to take up too much of your time.
No, you're good.
Like, how do you navigate like from when you're grinding, working all the overtime that you can, you're on your grind, but you want to also, meet someone, you also want to be in a relationship. Is it possible to navigate the two to kind of work your time on grinding and going out there in the streets?
Time management has a lot to do with it, but dude, you're only 27. Girls aren't going anywhere. Number one. Number two, you should not entertain being in a relationship until you are at least 35 years old and have fucked at least 35 women. Now, obviously, you want to go out, you want to date, you want to get laid, etc., etc. Don't date anyone seriously. Just do everything casual. Do everything casual. Do not commit to anyone until you are in your mid-30s. That is my advice to you.
Okay. Thank you for that. That was all the questions that I have. I really appreciate this, Donovan.
No problem, man. Call back anytime, brother. Okay, let me go to Sean. Sean, are you with me?
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, what's up, Sean? Where are you calling me from today?
New York.
Sean in New York. What's on your mind, Sean?
Hey, so first of all, thanks for making the Womanese books.
Absolutely.
I went blind in 2018.
Okay.
So I can no longer I can't pay attention to body language anymore. So now I have to listen to the words. And
okay.
I've been listening to the books. I bought it from the FNF bundle. Shout out Fresh and Fresh.
Oh yeah, absolutely, yes.
My question to you is, there's not really much content for blind people. I don't there's I understand that we have the cold approach, and I don't know how I would navigate that. I'm not afraid to go outside. I meet women all the time. I talk to women all the time, but it's just it seems like I'm just not getting no success. So what can you recommend for me?
Yeah, I really, honestly, Sean, I don't know what to tell you. The reason I don't know what to tell you is because I'm not blind. Because I don't have that impediment, I can't really advise you on what to do because I'm not I don't have that impediment. Give me a second. Let me look something up here. Hang on 1 second. Give me 2 seconds here. Okay, very good. Okay, so, you know what? Check this out. What you need to do is you need to Google Charlie Kramer, just like it's spelled, Charlie Kramer. There's also a website, Dating 101, when blind or low vision. 5 dating tips for people who are blind or have low vision. There's all kinds of help out there for people who, and I mean, are you completely blind or are you just legally blind?
Totally blind.
Oh, so you're totally blind. Yeah. And again, listen, I would love to help you, but I mean, I don't have that challenge. So unfortunately, there's nothing really I can say to really help you out, man. I do apologize.
How was the last name spelled? Craymer?
No, it's Kramer. Charlie Kramer.
Okay. Copy. All right. That's all I had for now. Thanks.
All right. Thanks, Sean. Appreciate it. Yeah. I mean, listen, obviously I can't help everybody. All right. Let me read these super chats and then we will continue with the loyalty test. Here. Give me 2 seconds here. Boy, quite a day today. Abdullah Al-Hami with the $2 super chat says big ups to you for helping young men. Great. Appreciate that very much. Thaddeus Brown Walker with the $5 super chat said, don't take this man to a strip club. He'll blow $800 on cinnamon because we, quote, had a connection. Yeah, that was bad. That was real bad. Another $5 super chat from Abdullah Al-Hamli says, what's even more worrying, imagine a world without the likes of Donovan and Fresh and Fit. Where would we be as men? This call shows how important the red pill space is. Yeah, man, I don't understand. It sounds to me, and I'm not trying to talk shit on the guy, but, all of the signs are there. Again, he asked her to marry him. She said no. She started seeing someone else. She says, I don't feel the same way. He hasn't met her parents. I don't know what about the situation makes him think that she is going to come back tomorrow. I just, I don't know. You can't help everybody. And the thing is I don't know if he's delusional. I mean, he might be having delusions of grandeur, but that, I don't know. I mean, look, dude. I mean, I explained that. I mean, I don't think there's anything more that I could have done for that guy. At this point, if he's going to continue to pursue this relationship, listen, what you guys got to understand is some people have to learn the hard way. I mean, listen, I can give you guys all of the advice. I can give you guys all the advice, that I can, but it's up to you to follow it. I mean, I led Dasher down the path. Dude, you guys even saw, I brought up the video from 2 years ago. And, he still believed that he found a special girl, So that's how that goes. Jabari Hinson wants to know, wait a minute. Jabari Hinson says, how do I call in? Yeah, Jabari, if you want to call in, oh wait, that's not the link. Oops. My bad. Oh wait, Jay Blaze, stay in there. I think it dropped me. Hold on, Blaze. I'm gonna come to Blaze in a second. I was just in there. Hang on. Was that Blaze? Ah! Damn it. It kicked me out. All right, Jay Blaze, if you're still here, jump back in. It kicked me out right when you were in. Jay Blaze says, Don, I think he's hoping is in her. Yeah. I think he's holding out hope. Man. And again, guys, as obvious as it seems to, oh, wait a minute. I heard somebody. Hang on a second. There it is. There he is. Hold on. Gotcha. There you go, Blaze. What's going on, brother? How you doing, man?
Hey, what's up, man?
Not too much.
Bring it back to Dasher.
Yeah,
Dude,
Jesus.
These women in the Middle East have been completely westernized. And the reason she went to Canada, the family takes them to Canada to get the education because it's easier to get a visa in Canada. Because they're so far left. It's the same thing for the UK and in these. So they'll go over there and they basically spend their entire 20s just, in their hoe phase.
Yep.
And so that's exactly what she's doing.
Dude, I don't know, man. He really seems to be in denial because I walked him through everything. I gave him all of the reasons as to why she is never going to come back, but he still asks me, what if she comes back? There's nothing I can do for him at this point. If he doesn't, honestly, listen, I understand that the guy is delusional, but as a man, I walked him through everything. She turned him down. She turned down his proposal. He's never kissed her. He's never fucked her. He's never really taken her out on a proper date. She's seeing somebody else, yet he believes for whatever reason that she is going to come back. I just don't understand.
Yeah, I still remember when that happened to me, and it took me a couple months to really sink in. But dude, 10 months, and I think he is trying to rationalize it because she's Middle East, and dude, we are under the belief that a Middle Eastern girl is not like the women here.
They absolutely are.
We're conditioned. Yeah, they are. And dude, you have to break down Love is Blind, Habibi, because
that's next. We're doing it next, man.
Yeah. You see, King Life can tell you, dude, they are so far gone.
Oh, I can't wait.
It's almost shocking. Dude, it's the greatest.
Okay. So for anyone like Dasher who thinks that Middle Eastern girls are still these perfect girls, man, listen, you're going to have to watch this Love is Blind breakdown. That, by the way, that is going to be the next dating show we break down. Is Love is Blind.
And dude, they are getting flown out. They're going to Canada. They're doing everything. These Western women. It was almost shocking because that takes place in Dubai, and you just think you don't really think that way.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I think that, and again, I get it. He ran up on a pro. You know what I mean? He ran up on a pro. He's her being from the Middle East and her telling him that he's a virgin. he still thinks that she's the same girl that got here. And who knows? Maybe she really was who she said she was at the beginning. She's clearly not anymore, but he, for whatever reason, just can't wrap his mind around the fact that she just might be different now, man.
No, I agree with Panda Trucker. She's not a pro. She was training herself to be a pro. She was practicing other techniques on a guy she didn't like.
There it is.
So she could have the experience.
For the guy she likes.
The woman did that to me. I was like, oh, now I see the signs. And I was like, dude, it is wild.
And the funny thing is he even said it himself. He was like, well, she told him exactly what she told me. Right. Just like you said, because, well, she was practicing on you. That, like, you were preseason. You don't mean anything. Now it's the regular season. Now it's for real. That's why she's still with this guy. She hasn't talked to him in 10 months. 10 months, dude.
Yeah, I completely agree.
Crazy.
And I will say, dude, this Temptation Island is the greatest ever.
Oh my God, this guys, right after the show, I'm telling you right now, this is the greatest season of Temptation Island ever. It's the greatest ever. The dudes are way ahead. Dude, the dudes are so far ahead. We got bitches going into tents, lighting up the, lighting up the red light just to make the guys think something. This is incredible. I've never seen anything like it.
Dude, it is like 40-0. It is such a blowout.
It's Super Bowl 59, bro.
Get cheap field goals.
Yep.
They're just trying to get cheap field goals just to say, oh, yeah, we actually did try something. I'm just like, no, you didn't.
And it didn't work.
These guys had nothing to worry about.
Oh, my God.
I'm convinced that Brian is doing everything in his power to leave with Shantae.
I think he will.
It's the same thing for having like a rotation of like 5 women, so you don't care about one too much.
That's right.
So he's not doing anything one-on-one.
No, it's threesomes only. And I think he might, dude, I think he's gonna have at least one more threesome before he leaves. Even though he says it's out of his system, I don't think so.
I think if he adds a Shai with either Alex or Courtney, I think he's goated. He's in Mount Rushmore.
Dude, I'm waiting for one more. Dude, I'm waiting for one more threesome, and I will put him on that Mount Rushmore. You going to be there for the breakdown later tonight?
I will.
Yes, sir. All right. All right. Yeah, I'll talk to you soon. Yep, that is Jay Blaze. Listen, Jay Blaze and I. Jay Blaze is he's been a supporter for a while. He's a very good friend of mine. Very good friend of mine. Okay, guys, let us finish this. Let's finish this. Let us finish this. There we go. Let's finish. Okay, so let's finish this. Let's finish this reaction here, and we will continue after.
See any red flags? Anything?
She's a little talkative.
See, he said she's a little talkative. Do you see how nervous he is that she is a little talkative? See that?
Oh yeah.
Might be the caffeine.
Part of doing your job is flirting a little bit, maybe to get like a few tips. So, like, isn't that like how nightlife works?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
I would.
Oh.
I ain't gonna lie, I would flip.
Young people, and sometimes they get annoying. And
They hit on you a lot, right? Like, I feel like that's you get hit on probably like every night, right?
yeah, sometimes they do, and then sometimes they don't.
Okay.
I'm trying to do my job, you know.
Okay, so once again, this was news to us. Tommy never mentioned that she worked at a bar or a club or whatever. It's not a bad thing, it just validates his suspicions. Does she flirt for cash? And if so, is it just for cash, or does she keep in touch after?
See any red flags? Anything?
She's a little talkative. I'm not gonna lie.
See, she's a little talkative.
Might be the caffeine.
Part of doing your job is.
Ali Satillo says he's lucky that Delon is not on the show. Yo. This right here, y'all don't want this nigga. You do not want this nigga anywhere. Listen, I'm Donovan fucking Sharp, and I wouldn't let Devin watch Delon on TV. I'm sorry.
Flirting a little bit, maybe to get like a few tips. So, like, isn't that like how nightlife works?
Yeah, kind of.
See that?
I ain't gonna lie, I would flip
See
out.
that?
If, like, I don't know, my girl worked in nightlife. Yeah, I wouldn't flip out, but man, I'll be so subconscious. Like, I'll be like so.
All right, looks like I got somebody else on the line. Let me see here. Hey, we got Phoenix Light Games in the house. PLG, what's going on, brother? How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, Donovan. How are you doing?
Doing good, brother. What's on your mind?
Yeah, I just wanted to pop in real quick. You know, I know you got a loyal taste and breakdown, so I'm not gonna be long and everything like that. I just wanted to keep you guys updated on what's going on my end.
Yeah, what's going on, brother?
Yeah, because I owe this to everybody in the chat. So,
okay.
Yeah, I've been gone for a couple of weeks, for about a month, because somebody in my family had a cancer scare and everything like that. So So yeah, it was somebody in New York. So yeah, I had to leave, for a couple weeks and stuff, and that's why I had to postpone everything on my channel and stuff like that. So, but yeah, I was taking care of stuff on my end. So, but yeah, but I'm back. I'm back now, and I'm gonna get everything ready. I should be able to say give a definitive date, maybe in about a month.
Okay.
Because I'm back into my old schedule, back at my at my original work location, and but yeah, everything's going good, and yeah, I just wanted to give you guys an update, and I do actually have a question for you, Donovan. It's an
Sure.
off topic thing,
Sure.
but I have an idea for a first video. And I wanted your feedback on it
Okay.
for a title. Well, it's a title, but also I wanted your feedback on it if that's okay.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. For my first video, I was gonna title it how do I say this? What do modern women hate more? Do they hate admitting that they're wrong, or do they hate admitting to a man that he's right?
Oh my God.
Yeah, and that's why I recently texted you about it. I know it's been a few weeks, but I had a lot of stuff on my mind. That's why I haven't texted you back. So that's why I do apologize for that.
No, that's all good. That's a good question.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about, and I wanted your opinion on it. Well, actually, I don't know, your humble opinion. What do you think modern women hate more? Do you think they hate admitting that they're wrong, or do they hate admitting to a man that he's right?
Well, they hate both, but they hate admitting that they're wrong more. Because what's the first thing that happens when a modern woman sees proof that she is wrong? What does she do? She doubles down, right? Yeah. But if a man, and again, if a man is right, you would expect that the woman is in essence wrong. But if it's either one or the other, modern women are allergic to accountability. They're allergic to accountability. And if they're allergic to accountability, then they're allergic to saying that they're wrong. I think they hate both, but I think they hate admitting that they're wrong more.
Yeah. That's I already knew that they hated both. I just said I've just seen so much stuff. I've seen so many of your breakdowns on Fresh and Fit. Whenever Myron goes back and forth with these bitches and shit, and it but I don't know, in certain circumstances, I see them like you haven't seen this, but there was this one bitch that Myron was going back and forth with.
Yeah.
And towards the end of the show, she didn't end up getting kicked off, but she was on these passive aggressive type bitches. And shocker, she was a modern black woman. So
of course she was.
Know how that goes.
Of course she was.
We already know that goes. But one thing that she said towards the end of the show, she says that I'm not going to give him the satisfaction. I'm like,
there you go.
Are you a fucking child?
There you go.
There
you go.
So I'm like,
and that's what tells you that they hate admitting that a man is right. You know what I mean? Like they hate both. They just hate admitting fault more.
Oh, so in your opinion, they just hate admitting fault more on their part rather than
absolutely. Right. They hate both, but if they had to choose one or the other, they would say, okay, modern women would rather admit that a man is right than admitting that they're wrong. They hate both, but if push comes to shove, admitting that the man is right is the lesser of two evils in their mind.
Okay, got it. Because if they admit that they're wrong, in their mind they look worse.
There you go. That's why they double down.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, no problem, man. I'm gonna get to Jabari, but call in anytime, man.
Yeah. I was just writing down notes and stuff, and I wasn't really completely sure because I've been seeing both on both ends, so I wasn't sure. But thank you, I appreciate it.
All right, appreciate it, man. All right, Jabari Henson, man, dude, I think this is the very first time I have ever talked to you. Like, this is the first time I'm finding out what you look like, man. So what's going on, brother? How you doing?
Yeah, man. Not too much. Just kind of wanted some, I guess, player advice.
Okay, what you got for me?
Say again?
What you got for me?
So, I've always had my way with women. I'm 6'2". I got six-pack abs. I made pretty good money throughout my life. I'm 29 years old now, living in northern Colorado.
Oh, nice.
And, I've always had my way with women, never really had trouble. Of course, I've had heartbreaks and everything players have always been through. But I think I ran up on kind of like, I guess what we would call an apex predator.
Oh, boy.
And so she's right now, we're still fucking and all that. She's in the sex-only category.
Okay.
But I just wanted to ask you, should I just leave her alone? Because something happened a couple weeks ago that I probably should have just stopped talking to her.
Okay, what happened?
I'm still talking to her, so... basically, we've been talking, I guess just talking, not anything serious. And I told her from the beginning it would never be anything serious because when we met a couple nights later, like I fucked her on the first night. So this is
there you go. You already know. Yeah.
Fucked her on the first night. That was kind of but I've had girls that I fucked on the first night and we had,
Sure.
a great relation after that.
Yeah, of
Maybe
course.
not boyfriend, girlfriend, but
yeah, but it was cool.
It was at least cool for a bit, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So, fucked her on the first night. Maybe a week later, I spend the night, and some dude knocks on her window and is like, "Hey, can I spend the night?" kind of thing. And that was like the ultimate red flag for me. And she told me she didn't know who it was, but he said her name, so I knew.
Oh my God! Oh yeah, yeah.
And I just assume chicks are gonna lie to begin with anyway,
right.
Proven innocent, right?
Yeah.
But I guess the other night, so this has been on and off because I was traveling for work most of our relationship, or me knowing her.
Yeah.
And so about a month ago, she stops answering, and we live pretty close. She's about 5 minutes away, so it's an easy lay.
Yeah, sure.
That's why I'm still doing it.
Yeah, it's convenient.
And basically, she said, "Okay, I'm going to sleep," and I was out at the bars, wasn't drinking or nothing. But
yeah,
I guess the reason I went out is to figure out if she was out, still going out, and all this shit she had told me she stopped doing. So I show up at the bar, she's not there, so I'm feeling kind of okay about it.
Okay.
And so I pull up to her house unannounced because, like, I guess before this happened, the prior 2 months, she would would call me in the middle of the night and say, "Come over," and I know what that means.
Oh yeah, trying to smash. Yeah, right.
And I guess work's been kind of slow, so I've been spending a lot of time at her place and vice versa. So we kind of built this rapport, like, "Hey, come over in the middle of the night."
Yeah.
So I just pull up unannounced because she says she's going to bed. It's really weird. I'm leaving the bars after like 30 minutes of being out. So I pull up on her, look through the window, and then there's another man in her bed.
Oh,
we're not together.
Wow. See?
I could barely see much. But
that was that instinct, though.
Yeah, my instinct was completely 100% on point. Like I said, this is advanced game over here. So
Sure.
Kind of knowing it.
Yeah.
But I'm still like, talking to her. Like she already knows there's no real relationship. However, she does get possessive when we're out in public.
Well, of course, she's a woman.
Yeah, so I don't, I'm not trying to hold your hand, especially after this.
Oh, hell no. No, hell no.
I'm not trying to do any of that, but I still talk to her, and I was kind of just wondering. And by the way, her roommate, who I guess they stopped getting along at some point. Oh, boy. And so her roommate gave me all the tea.
Oh, yes.
Bad, bro.
Oh, my
It's
God.
bad. So her roommate told me, the whole time you've known her, she's been bringing guys from Denver. She would tell them to follow her home to northern Colorado.
Wow.
Telling me about this guy. Her roommate confirmed everything with receipts, like all
wow.
this going on.
Oh, shit.
All while she's telling me, you're the only man I'm talking to. I'm like, of course not. Of course.
Right.
Come on, who are you talking to?
Right.
But I'm able to compartmentalize most of it, and like, this is just sex only. However, we've been spending more than an average amount of time together.
Yeah.
So I guess I got a little more involved than I wanted.
Of course.
And so I'm still fucking her, and we're, she asked me for advice. I'm 29, she's 22 years old. So
okay.
She kind of looks up to me in certain ways. I let her come to church with me today. I don't really go to church often, but I have a friend that's been inviting me. So I was like, all right, you can come. You want to go to church? Fine.
Oh, boy. Yeesh.
Yeah. So her roommate or whatever, is telling me to like cut her off. You can do better, blah, blah. I think her roommate wants to
Her roommate wants to fuck you. Yeah. Her roommate wants to fuck to get back at her.
I don't know if I should cut her off. I'm going through some things with courts and all that right now.
Sure, that's fine.
It's like I don't got time to get out there and see other women. So I guess I'm starting to get what you would call one-itis kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like,
because she's the only girl you're fucking.
5 minutes away.
Yeah.
And like,
it's convenient.
Yeah, but it did like seeing that. She did end up seeing that I was at her place and I saw everything. So she knows that. And I confronted her about it.
Oh,
wow.
Like,
I would have never known had I not trusted my gut and like pulled up. Like pull-up action, right? And so this is advanced game. Like I said, I didn't get mad. I just took off.
Sure.
On everything.
Sure.
She reached out to me and was like, I'm super sorry about that. I don't know what I was thinking, blah, blah, blah. And again, she's kind of like, I guess what I found out from her roommate, she's been, kind of like the town fucking
the town
slut,
hell.
I guess you
could
say.
Town slut. Yeah.
there's numbers of people that we both know that, you know, can confirm some of this stuff.
Sure.
Again, I'm not taking her serious or anything.
Of course not.
But
of course not.
I'm just fucking her. But I don't know if I keep fucking her, you know, are we getting more and more in the weeds here?
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. It sounds.
She's been angling the whole time I've known her. She's angled for a relationship. Told her no after that dude knocked on the window. Like, hey.
Oh yes.
We can be friends, is what I said, and we're
Yeah.
just basically friends with benefits, and she accepts that. You know.
You know, let me tell you a few quick stories. I don't know if you're familiar. So, I used to date this, or not date. I used to try to fuck this girl named Carla, and I rented her a house, like everything in my name, signed the lease, electricity, cable, all that. Like, dude, I was super sympathy. I remember one night, I'll never forget this night. Her and I are standing out on her porch, my porch. We're smoking a cigarette. And there's this dude in a BMW, like a street over, like right next to her, just sitting there on the corner. And I'm like, who the fuck is that? And Carla says, I don't know who he is, but he's like, I don't know, da-da-da-da-da. And he was just sitting there. And she pretended like he didn't know. She pretended like she didn't know who he was. She's like, well, if he knows who I am, he needs to come up over here. That dude clearly knew who she was. Another girl I was dating, her name was Tatiana. I was the side dude. I didn't know she had a boyfriend. She told me that she was in Columbia, South Carolina, and these people randomly approached her to have like group sex. I'm like, what? Like they just randomly and so when girls tell you these, and girls will tell you these stories a lot of times, Jabari. Like, dude, I remember, oh my God, like actually it was 2 months before I even met Devin. I remember there was this one girl I was seeing. She told me that, and she traveled for work, and she said that she walked into her hotel and she saw like these shady people, and they said, hey, you want to come up and do like a gangbang? And then so you understand what I'm saying? So, and so what I had to put into my mind, I was like, dude, like, you don't, like, do you really think I'm stupid? A person isn't going to, like, in this day and age, people aren't just going to roll up on a woman and say, hey, you want to do a gangbang? You want to do group sex? Random dudes don't just knock on your window and call your name if they didn't know who you were. So you already knew that she belonged to the streets. My advice to you, you got to cut her off. And the reason why is because you probably don't realize this yet, but you're starting to catch feelings for her. It's natural that when you start spending more time with a woman, when you're at her place, when she's at your place, you start to build that rapport. It is inevitable, no matter how much you try to fight it, that you are going to catch feelings with her. If you spend too much time with a woman, at some point you are going to start to catch feelings for her. And she probably already started to catch feelings for you too. That's probably why she kept angling for a relationship. But we already know that this girl, listen, she's the town slut. She's the town bicycle. If I were you, and I know you're going to miss out on the sex, and I know it's easy, but if you don't stop seeing her, at some point, you're going to get to the point of no return in terms of your feelings, because you took her to church with you. That is not a small deal, Jabari. That is not a small deal at all.
I don't go to church often. This was kind of like a buddy invited me.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'll show up. And I told this guy kind of what happened too. And it was kind of weird for me to even, she asked me to come, and I was like, I'm going to end up spending the night with her anyway. So just make it a whole day ordeal kind of thing. And like I said, I've compartmentalized most of it. Like, you know, what you're saying is right, but for most of our relationship, it's been strictly sex, especially after that first interaction.
Yeah, of course.
Dude's knocking on the window at 2 a.m.
Yeah, come on,
scrawny
man.
hair kid.
Yeah,
some scrawny hair college kid, because it is a college town, and you know she's a smoke show. And in the beginning, I thought, you know, maybe I could match up with her, like, you know,
sure,
body for body kind of thing.
Yeah,
I'm no match for her.
No, we're no match for any woman, man. Yeah. If we get over on a woman, it's probably because she had a bad day or a bad game, man. Because when it comes down to it, women are always going to have more game than us because they have more options than we do. If I were you, I would I would either cut her off or I would start to wean myself off of her, because if you don't, very, very soon, you're going to start to catch real feelings for her. And if you catch real feelings for this girl, she is going to turn your life upside down, man.
Okay, what are your thoughts about this? So you can say it's simpy or not. It's kind of like
that's fine.
CGA's it's not pay for play. So she's a 22-year-old, not in college, but in a college town. So she's broke. Throughout our relationship, she's been, you know, needed stuff here and there, like her food stamp card got hacked. She's a white girl, by the way, and her food stamp
even
card
worse.
got hacked. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to buy groceries. You're going to cook for us. I'm going to buy the groceries. You're going to cook for us. And so she did that for that month.
Yeah.
For that month that she couldn't get any groceries. She's low on money. Also, she had a super negative balance in her account. So I gave her $350.
Oh, boy.
I was like, here. That was a mistake. That was a complete mistake. But she was like, her father passed away a couple years ago. So I was like, whatever. It doesn't mean much to me. It's a lot to you.
Sure.
Maybe you can buy a little bit of time or whatever.
Sure.
Whatever I was thinking.
You're just trying to be nice.
So there's like small fragments of investment there. And, here's another red flag. She's never had a serious relationship.
Oh,
and she's 22 and hot.
So. Oh, God. Yeah.
And so I know all these red flags. And like you said, what I'm doing now is trying to just wean myself off of it slowly.
Yep.
And so I got a court date on Tuesday. I told her today. She started crying her eyes out today. And I told her basically, hey, I'm dealing with all this stuff. It's got me a little stressed out, so I kind of want to take some time apart. Hopefully you can understand, and hopefully you can do the same thing, because she's been saying, oh, I really want to change myself, because she's been trying to quote unquote change herself after I caught her in that situation. She's like, I can change. Baby girl, we're not in anything committed, first of all. So I hope you change for the better for yourself.
I think she wants to look. I think she wants to change, Jabari. She's just not capable of it. Like, dude, girls that are that hot and that slutty, like, you got to understand something. One thing about this is why we tell guys to stay away from girls who are sluts. Girls who are sluts are addicted to male attention. They're addicted to it. They're addicted to getting attention from multiple men. There's nothing, and this is why women ruin themselves. There is nothing that gives women the kind of dopamine rush that comes from being pursued by multiple men. And so when they finally meet a man who's worth a damn and he's giving her that attention, as much as she loves it, even that's not enough. And eventually she starts looking for more male attention to satiate herself. So as much as she wants to change, she's already at the point of no return. I do believe she wants to change. She's just not going to be capable of doing it.
Right. And I kind of give her hints of that. Like, I hope you do it for you. And then she starts crying. She's like, why don't you ever believe me? You never believe in me.
Bitch, because I caught you with another nigga in your bed. That's why.
Right.
You feel me?
She swears she didn't fuck him, but we all know.
Come on, man. Of course she didn't.
Not to mention your roommate, who was your super friend, who's also a slut, by the way.
Of course. Birds of a feather.
She gave me all the receipts and all the details that are pretty, seem pretty fairly accurate.
Yeah, of course.
In the timeline that I've known her. So,
yep. There you go. There you go.
It's an easy lay. And her roommate's been telling me, man, you can do better than this. Like, you deserve better than this and all that. So I know she's trying to smash too, but I'm just not in a place where I want to work for it. Like, I met her at the bars, like downtown Fort Collins and stuff. So
oh, wow.
I'd have to go kind of back into that same environment. Which I'm not
you ain't trying to do that right now.
You got better shit to do,
if I were you, man, just take some time off. Every once in a while, man, when every once in a while when you run up on a chick that you like a little more than, and this happens to everybody in their player phase. Like, you're running through hoes, and then you meet that one hoe that you happen to like a little bit more than all the rest of them. And then, you start to catch feelings. All of a sudden, now she's spending the night, you're spending the night there, and then there's a messy breakup. You find out there's other guys. Yeah, and dude, you're dealing with court shit. You're still a young guy. Take some time off. If I were you, I would just take some time off, from girls in general until all this court shit is taken care of, and then I'd get back on the saddle. That's my advice.
Yeah, got it. Yeah, man, like that's pretty much. I actually went on a drive with her roommate. She doesn't know that her or me and her roommate are talking and are now friends. So this is all going on behind her back.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna smash the roommate out of, like, I guess revenge or whatever.
Yeah, if you smash the roommate, old girl's gonna want. Well, no, it's definitely not. No, it's definitely an over. If you smash the roommate, then she's gonna want you even more.
I'm just not as attracted to the roommate. She's
then
not
don't.
ugly or
then,
anything.
yeah, but don't. If she's not as hot as. Oh my God, yeah. If a roommate is not as hot as her, don't fuck her. Don't fuck her, because then it'll definitely be over for sure. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much told her today, hey, we're going to take some time off, like it or not. And she's just, like, doing the little things, like, so I can't talk to you or see you at all anymore. I at least want to see you once a week.
Oh, man. Yeah, I know how that goes.
Like, and she knows how to kind of suck her.
Of course, she's a woman.
She's got crazy
she's a woman.
cheeks. She's got nice legs, man. She's young. I don't know. Like, I'm a man at the end of the day.
Bro,
too,
I know exactly what you're
Although
going to.
Although I can compartmentalize it all, like, there's only so much compartmentalizing.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, man. I'm trying to tell you. But look, man. Just wean yourself off of her. Most importantly, take care of the legal stuff. But you've got to wean yourself off of her. And when you finally do sort of get the court shit taken care of, you need to get at least one more girl in the rotation. If you're gonna start fucking this white girl again, make sure there's another girl you're fucking so that you have a little bit more abundance.
Yeah, right on. Yeah, and I did, but as her and I talked more and started to hang out more, that time started, leaving out the other pieces of the rotation. So then I was just kind of like, all right, whatever. I'm not gonna be in anything serious anyway. So.
And she probably treats you really, really well too, doesn't she?
For the most part, yeah, she does what I say.
Yeah.
And kind of like, especially now since all that happened. Before, she would kind of like, I get she does have more options than me, but
of course.
She would kind of like catch an attitude, but I would check it, and then
of course.
And the next thing you know, we're in her bed.
Yeah, that's why she can't get enough of you, because you're probably the one guy that she's messing with who actually checks her. Yeah, that's how these things go.
Not only that, but she's this is a college town. She's fucking these weenie guys, these punk college kids. You know what I mean?
Right. And you're a grown ass man.
30.
Yeah, you're a grown ass man. Yeah, of course.
So
of course,
I just kind of wanted your advice on that. I mean, this is what you're telling me is what her roommate said. Like, hey, it's okay. You take some time to yourself.
Yeah.
I'm a horny motherfucker though, so it's kind of.
You're a man. I get it. You're a man. I get it. No, I get it. Yeah. I would try to keep your distance. I mean. It's very, very important that, if you are going to fuck her, just don't fuck her as often, because I'm telling you, and you know this, the more time you spend with her, dude, and it's not something that we want to happen, but when you spend time with someone, it's just human nature to start to care more about them because you're spending more time with them, and that's when they've got you. This is why girls get attached during sex quicker than guys do. Because sex is more emotional for girls. So if you're starting to catch feelings, this is why she's crying when you're telling her, hey, look, I need some time to myself. So,
right. One more thing.
Sure, go ahead.
So this is a small town. It's Fort Collins, Colorado. It's a college town. There's chances of me and this has happened before, where I see her at the bars or whatever unexpectedly. It's kind of around the mid-time when we first met, maybe a little bit after that. So there's times I've actually cut her off in the beginning just because I didn't give a fuck in the beginning.
Sure.
And I had an abundance, plus my work travel too. So
sure, of course.
I'd show up when I'm back in town, and she'd see me in person getting another girl's number or IG or just having a simple conversation.
Of course.
She'd come up and ruin that. Like I remember one time.
Wow.
I was talking to this hot redhead chick named Hannah, and
damn,
I was getting her Instagram, and she walks by. I didn't know she was at the bar. She walks by and says, "I hope you have fun with her. I'm hotter than her." And she wasn't actually hotter than her, but she ruined that. The chick was, and this happened twice. So if I cut her off, there's a chance that if I go around to some of the same spots, she'll fucking pop up and try to sabotage anything I got going on. And the opposite is not the opposite, because I've seen her out talking to other guys, but I've never approached her or said anything. I just acted like we were strangers, and she's in the corner,
yeah,
as
if
if I don't see her, but I don't give a shit after.
Yeah, the next time she does that, if she says, "Oh, have fun with her, I'm hotter than her," just tell the girl, be like, "Listen." Just point to her, be like, "Long story, I'll tell you when we get to my place," and leave it at that. That's it. Don't pay no attention to her. She's crazy. I'll explain. Long story. That's it. That's all you got to do.
Gotcha. I thought it might work as social proof, but
yes, well 9 times out of 10 it does. It depends upon how you frame it, right? So just if you're talking to another girl at the bar, expect her to show up and try to. And dude, you might even, when you're talking to these girls, when you're talking to them, be like, yeah, by the way, I don't want this to scare you away, but I used to date this girl. She's kind of my crazy ex. She's been known to show up every now and again. So don't worry about it, whatever the case may be. Yeah. Then when she does walk by, yep, that's who she was. And the fact that she's hot, that works in your favor. Oh, wow, this girl is his ex. Okay, all right. Well, maybe he is about something. You can actually use her to your advantage. You can use her to get more pussy.
like kind of finesse it, right?
Yeah, there you go, man.
The other thing is if I'm not talking to a girl, she'll come up. Maybe I'm with a group of friends, let's say.
Sure.
She'll just come up and hug me, even if we're on bad terms. So
Yeah.
we won't be texting at all or anything. And then she'll see me there, and then she'll come up to me and act like everything's all good.
Perfect. That is perfect. Dude, play that up. If she wants to come up and give you a hug, trust me when I tell you, Jabari, not only do your friends see this, other girls at the bar see this. As soon as she comes up and hugs you, as soon as she keeps her distance, that's when you go and start approaching girls. Dude, you can actually use this crazy bitch to score more pussy. You watch.
Think so?
Oh, dude. Dude, you've got a hot white girl who can't leave you alone and is hell bent on cock blocking you. Dude, you can parlay that into mountains of pussy. No pun intended, man. Like, dude, nothing makes a guy more attractive than a hot girl who is pissed at him for some reason. It never fails, man. Like, what was her problem? Listen, dude, as a matter of fact, if she comes up, don't fuck with him. I hope you have fun. I'm hotter, blah, 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 blah. Look her up, be like, that's my ex. She's crazy. Long story. That's all you have to do. And you know what? The girl in front of you she'll probably laugh and be like, yep, okay, I get it. And the fact that she's hot is going to increase the odds of you smashing a girl that night. Use this girl to your advantage, man.
Got it. And okay, one more thing, and then I'm
sure.
done.
All right.
The other thing is, because she's the town bicycle, right? I think about also the other side of this, where the guys around, like I said, it's kind of a small town, college town.
Sure.
The people change every 4 years for their 4-year degree, or
right. There's a lot of turnover.
Yeah. So just the people that are normally there, like, I don't want them thinking we're dating. Because like I said, she gets real possessive. Like, she'll just grab my hand. And sometimes I've yanked it back, but I don't want to cause any.
Sure.
I don't want to cock block myself. It's
of course not.
11, 12 at night. So I'm like, all right, whatever. But I try to, do it in a way where it's not being seen if I have to do it at all. But most of the time, I just kind of yank my hand back. Like, you know what this is.
Yeah.
Let's just have fun.
Right.
But I don't want to cause anything. But I also don't want others or other women, for one, unless it's that situation we just talked about. But, the guys that I might know to think I'm, dating the town bicycle.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's the other side of that coin. Like,
yeah. Yeah.
there's that.
Just tell them straight up, listen, man, I just fuck her. That's it. Yeah. And it's funny because girls will ask you, well, is that your girlfriend? Have fun with it. Well, we don't cuddle after sex, so no. Right?
Yeah.
And she'll laugh. She'll be like, okay, maybe she's his girlfriend, maybe she's not. All they know is that this hot girl is paying attention to this dude. I need to know why. Like, honestly, you could really play this up. This girl might indirectly get you more pussy than you can ever imagine. And I'm telling you again, nothing is more attractive. Dude, nothing makes women wetter than seeing a hot girl be pissed off at you it doesn't matter why they're pissed off at you. If a hot girl is pissed off at you, chances are it's about sex, and they gotta know why.
Yep. It's like a love and hate kind of thing. Like
there you go.
Brian,
yes,
and Shantae.
Yes,
it's kind
yes,
of like that. 'Cause
yes.
I'm gonna do what I want, and
that's right.
I still need you to be. I don't want you fucking other guys though.
There you go.
Because then there's the STD thing. There's
Jesus.
My dad even said, "Hey man, that's he was like, don't cut her off, but you might need her for this or that, so." Don't completely just burn that bridge.
Yeah, listen, I think
lightly because there's pregnancy.
Yeah,
she likes black guys. She fucks niggas, y'all.
Of course she does.
So she likes that, And so if I'm fucking her and then she ends up getting pregnant or catching.
Oh God, you'll never know who's the father. Right.
Right.
Yeah.
So there's that whole situation that I want to avoid. You know what I mean? So,
high risk. Listen, man, it's she's a high risk girl, man, and she's hot. Absolutely. She probably fucks and sucks good. I would just wean yourself off of her, cut her off for a little while, get your legal shit done, and then go back and deal with it. That's my advice to you.
Okay. I did tell her, hey, maybe there's a chance we talk in the future.
There you go. Dangle that carrot. Dangle that carrot.
I left her a little iota of hope there,
There you go. You know what you're doing.
Hang on, baby. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I'll be right back. And then whenever you're in a dry spell, you can always hit her up, dude.
Right. So that's where I'm trying to leave it. That's really all I had to say. Just wanted some player advice.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, keep me posted, Jabari. Keep me posted with this stuff, man.
I got you.
All right, appreciate it. Thanks for calling in, brother.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Jabari Henson is in the house. Appreciate that very, very much. Okay, we got a couple of other people. Oh, we've got. All right, let me bring up. Let me remove Jabari. Okay, so I've got Kevin next, and then Apollo after that. All right, Kevin, what's on your mind, brother?
Hey, how's it going?
Doing good, man. Where are you calling me from?
Oh, I'm calling from Ecuador.
Oh, Kevin in Ecuador. All right, Kevin, what's on your mind, brother?
Yeah. First of all, I would like to say thank you for all your content that you put out on social media.
Thank you.
Been extremely helpful for me.
Good.
Especially when you talk about the, cops and you people, so on and so forth.
The Hard Art Podcast, huh? I'm glad you enjoy it, man. Listen, man, not too many people who share your skin tone like that show too much, but I'm glad you do.
Yeah, it's been quite. In some ways, it's pretty hardcore content.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's quite refreshing to know the other side of the coin. So
absolutely. So what's on your mind, Kevin?
See, man, I've been exposed to, to this notion of, man rights and red pill and so on and so forth, and people who are surrounding me by have been telling me, hey, Kevin, you look a little bit different. You used to be the type of guy who, a people pleaser,
okay,
so on and so forth. But now you're different. Now you are a little bit rebellious. And in fact, I had a huge argument with my sister, and I decided not to talk to her anymore.
Oh, wow.
Because so it was, I would like to, to keep things, as simple as possible.
Right.
And not to escalate things and, to have this type of disastrous outcomes or alike.
Okay.
So I decided to do that because by the time I was exposed to this type of content, red pill content or, or similar, I started noticing many things that, most women tend to do to men, especially when it comes to disrespectfulness and so on and so forth.
Right.
So I decided to, to give myself some space so that I can, take a fresh air. And one of those things that I did was, this pretty much like being, tracing a sort of distance from my sister.
Okay. All right.
And man, my question is, how can I handle this sort of, antagonism between, this notion of female nature and my family?
Yeah. Oh, wow. It's interesting, Kevin. I'm actually going through something similar with my family. As you probably, I don't know if you know this, I don't know how long you followed me, but right now, my mother and I, we're estranged. Okay. I haven't talked to my mom in almost, honestly, I haven't talked to my mom. I can't remember the last time I actually spoke to my mother. I haven't called or texted her dude, it's been longer. It's been longer since the girl in Toronto, ghosted Dasher. That's how long it's been. And so the way to navigate this whole red pill stuff in your family, Kevin, you just don't talk about it. You just don't talk about it. Don't bring it up. If they bring it up, just be like, look, I'm not going to talk about this. That's all you have to do. I've started mending I actually talked to my sister for the first time in months the other day. I plan on calling my other sister and saying, hey, look, I don't want to talk about none of this red pill, Kevin Samuel stuff or whatever, because my estrangement from my family began with my association with Kevin. The only reason why they knew who Kevin was is because, oh, you mean Kevin Kitten Heel Samuels? And I was like, well, wait a minute. This dude is a friend of mine. This was a long time ago. And so I had to learn very quickly, Kevin, that I did that in order to be on good terms with my family and my sisters, more specifically my mother, you just can't talk about that stuff. You really just have to let that stuff go, man. You cannot. And I know it's tempting to, and especially when you get this newfound knowledge, it's almost like you feel like the world has opened up to you, right? Like you understand that, you know, bitches ain't shit. Don't listen to what she says. Watch what she means and all this other kind of stuff. But it's just like the movie Fight Club. Rule number 1, do not talk about Fight Club. Rule number 2, don't talk about Fight Club, and so on and so forth. I would be so the way to navigate this is there is no way to navigate this. What you need to do is simply not talk about these topics. When they come up, tell your family, look, if this is what you guys are going to talk about, I'm going to exit the conversation. That's the only way. That's the only way to navigate this, because it's not going to go well if you continue to try to convince them that you're right. Because even if they know that you're right, even if in their minds they know that what you're saying is the truth, they're not going to admit it to you. Because it's just like Phoenix Light Games asked. He says, which do women hate more? Admitting a man is right or admitting that they're wrong? Well, the answer is yes. They hate both. So the best thing to do is just to back yourself out of that situation. If your mother or sisters or anybody asks you about this stuff, be like, you know what? Don't want to talk about it anymore. I'm done. Dude, you can live and listen, man. I don't listen to that stuff anymore. It is what it is. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you for your feedback, man. I really appreciate it.
No, absolutely, Kevin. And make sure you tune in to the Hard R podcast, man.
For sure, I'll be there.
All right, Kevin. Appreciate it, man. We got Apollo up next. Apollo, brother, what's going on, man?
Hey, Don, how's it going, man?
I'm doing real good, man. It's been a while since the last time we talked, brother. What's up?
Yeah, I was, wondering when the next time you're going to do something like this to be able to, jump on and talk to you, live in person instead of through chat or through the chats and stuff.
Absolutely.
So, absolutely. One of the things I've been, I guess really dying to talk to you about is, so in a situation, it's a woman that I've been seeing. I've even talked to you about her.
Okay.
Been seeing her for like basically a year now. We met March Madness this time last year.
Okay.
I've been seeing each other just, casually.
Okay. And this is the woman who swallows, correct?
No, I stopped seeing her. She stopped seeing me, and you were like, you can't go back to her. But this is the woman I was seeing while I was seeing her. This is one where I told you my daughter called while I was with this woman and said, "Are you with the other woman?"
Yes.
And she could see it.
Yes. Yes. Okay, I'm with you now. Oh, wow.
I know that was crazy, but
that was nuts.
So I've been seeing her, this year, and it was interesting that, it's just been casual. So, at one point she started seeing a guy. We didn't talk for 2 months, but then she came back like, I missed you, and it wasn't the same with him like you.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, cool, but nothing is changing. We're still going to be casual. So if you want to see somebody, I'm seeing people,
There you go.
And it's fine, but she's been pushing, but I'd love for you to be my boyfriend. I'm not seeing anybody, all this stuff. So I just, say, okay. But one thing that did came up where it just kind of made me think was that during the AFC Championship game, I hang with my buddies, we're watching the game.
Of course.
I mean, buddy just happened to start talking about, he online too and dating it. And I just mentioned the girl and I mentioned her nickname. He was like, where's she live at? I told her where she lived. He's like, I was seeing the same girl. Now, he met her a year and a half before I did.
Oh, shit.
But, they were seeing each other and then stopped, but they were still texting because she sent a picture from a ball game she was at. She sent it to me and sent it to him.
Oh, wow. Oh, shit, man. That's crazy.
Yeah. And so I'm just thinking, but all the while she's telling me, I'm not seeing anybody else. But you're still in communication with him.
That's right.
Now, he didn't say that they had seen each other, but, for all I know, they had been. So
right.
I talked to her about it. Not only did she know we were friends, she knew we were friends for at least 6 months.
Oh, my God.
And never said anything. She said she was fearful that, like, well, if I said anything that, you might cut me off or anything like that. And I'm like, I wouldn't have cut you off because we're not together.
Right.
So I have no right to tell you. But the fact you're telling me you're not seeing anybody, and then you've known for 6 months, and then you're pushing to be my boy, for me to be your boyfriend.
Oh my God!
I couldn't trust you because you knew the whole time and said nothing. And then if I made you my girlfriend, I bring you around my friends, and then he tells me.
Oh yeah, that's definitely over then.
Yeah. So
wow.
just curious. I was wanting to find out what your thoughts on that. I mean, because we're still seeing each other. It's just casual.
Yeah.
And it's never going to move past that.
Yeah. Listen. Let the good times roll, man, because now you have confirmation, right? She told you she wasn't seeing anybody, and we didn't know. I mean, listen, when a woman tells you she's not seeing anybody else, dude, she's almost always lying. But now you absolutely know. I would continue to let the good times roll. Do not elevate her past recreational use only, man. And she never really had a chance because you already knew what it was. But now that you have that confirmation, that's fucking crazy that your homeboy knew who she was. That is crazy, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're both on the dating sites, and Pittsburgh, it's a big city, but not a big city.
Sure.
So
no, Pittsburgh is not a very big city. It's not a small town, but it's probably about the size of Miami, to be honest with you.
So it's not that hard to, run into women. And I'm sure there's probably others we just haven't found out that we've, hooked up with at different times or whatnot. So
sure. Absolutely. Yeah. Sounds like you've discovered an Eskimo brother.
And then one other question is with a woman that I recently met. I met her in January. We went on a date, and the date was good. She said she was okay with casual, but then a few days later, like, I've been thinking about it. I can't do it. I'm like, hey, no problem. So then this past month, she reached out like, hey, remember me? That she decided she would give casual a try because she went on some shitty dates with guys.
There you go.
Right. Like, at least you were honest.
Right.
So we've hooked up a few times.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing about her is, one, she's former military. She was in the military for 20 years.
Oh boy.
There's times where she is very, like, masculine and aggressive.
Of course.
And I don't like it at those particular times. Like, because it's like she's trying to take charge while I'm taking charge.
Right.
And, it's just like, it's cool hooking up and stuff, but I don't like that.
Right.
And I'm curious if you dealt with women in that, law enforcement or military or whatnot, and what's the way to go about that?
Yeah. When you're dealing, like, I remember there was one, I remember I dated this one chick. I think she was in, she might have been a member of the Coast Guard or something like that. I probably don't even remember. But yeah, she had a very, she was in the Coast Guard Reserve, but her dad was in the military. And so she was used to discipline and this and that and the third. And every once in a while, the masculinity would show up. And what I used to tell this girl, be like, yo, check this out. Like, let's tone down the drill sergeant thing. I'm not, and I told her straight up, I'm not fucking you because you're acting like your dad, okay? I'm fucking you because I like who you are when you act like a woman. When you call women out, there are very few things that women actually like to be called. They don't like to be called a slut, and they don't like to be called masculine. They like to label themselves with all of these masculine traits. But then if you say, "Oh, so you're masculine?" No, I'm not masculine. I'm just take charge. I'm disciplined. I know what I want. I'm direct. I'm straight up. So you're masculine. No, I'm not masculine. No. If you call her masculine or if she does something out of the way, this always works. Be like, yeah, that was feminine. Dude, cleans that behavior right on up. Every single time. Be like, okay, that was feminine. Jesus fucking Christ. Are you like, dude, are you a man, or are you a girl, or are you fucking drill sergeant? Jesus Christ, I feel like I'm in basic training over here. And she'll kind of laugh it off, but then she'll soften up. So, and this is something, and this is human nature. Anytime you call out something anyone, a man or a woman, is doing, it is in our firmware to stop doing it, right? So let's just say you and me were at a board meeting, and I'm tapping my my pencil or whatever the case may be. It's not bothering anybody, but if you looked over and said, "Hey, listen, man, Donovan seems to have the answer. He can't stop tapping his pencil. What do you think I'm going to do next? I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop tapping my pencil." So if a woman does something that bugs you or that is masculine, be like, "Okay, yeah, that was feminine. Jesus fucking Christ." That's how to correct that behavior very, very quickly.
Okay, I appreciate it. Yeah, because I was, racking my brain like, man, because she's cool and all, but it's just like those certain times where just like that, I can tell that military, 20 years of service kicks in when we're hanging out.
Yeah, man.
And it's like, no, I don't like that.
Or you can also be like, well, I can tell you served in the military for 20 years. Jesus fucking Christ. What the fuck?
Right.
Jesus Christ. Right. Like, what are you going to do next? Are you going to command me to drop and give you 20? Like, what the fuck? And that'll automatically have her pull that back. And you know what? Honestly, she probably doesn't even realize that that's what she's doing. This is just, dude, 20 years. She was in the military for 20 years. That's probably at least half of her life, if not a little bit more. Yeah,
right.
She'll probably, she probably reverts back to those military roots, and she probably doesn't even realize it. But if you give her like a sharp little, oh, that was feminine. Whoa, yes, drill sergeant, sir, yes, sir. Like, what the fuck? And then just kind of look off in the other way. She'll be like, oh, I'm sorry. Da, 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 da. Let it go. That's all you gotta do.
Okay, man. Next time I come, I will definitely do that. I appreciate that.
Absolutely, man. I got you covered, brother.
Yeah, and I gotta say, as far as the this Temptation Island, oh my God, this is the greatest season I have ever seen. All the breakdowns done and that scene, I was just like,
oh my God, it's awesome. It's awesome.
This is like the lopsided fight, like Tyson fighting Spinks. It was over in 90 seconds.
Over in 90 seconds. And it was funny because right off the bat, I'm looking at these dudes, I'm like, 3 of these 4 dudes have cheated on their girl. Like, I think we might be in for a little bit of a war. It's not even a war. The girls are twisted. They don't know what the fuck to do. They're telling everybody, well, we're over and I'm single and da-da-da-da-da. I wonder what Grant's doing. And please don't let that red light be for me. Dude, I'm telling you, the guys are way ahead. Yeah, Diabolical Man says hashtag Wolfpack. Absolutely.
Yeah. So now, I know in the last breakdown with Courtney asking Breon, now that they did the threesome and he's past that, you're saying it looks like she's angling for some one-on-one?
Absolutely. That's what she is doing. Courtney, I think Courtney really does like Breon. I think she really, really does like him. And I think the only reason why she did the threesome is because she likes Breon. But I think at this point, I think Courtney really is starting to like Breon, so she's going to try to move in on him. I think it could potentially get messy, but I think Breon's going to be able to handle it.
Okay, cool.
I think he is.
But yeah, man, this is so awesome, to break down this one, because you've seen all those other shows where
the guys are always getting used and abused, man. Dude, you remember Boy Casey, what Washley did to him? Like, we felt sorry for that guy. Dude, we ain't feeling sorry for nobody. Like, these dudes are cold-blooded. Love it.
And, on the girl side with all those guys, I know I had said it in the chat, like, I think they, brought these guys on so the girls wouldn't act up. I guess I was thinking, like, because obviously on the other ones, a lot of the girlfriends cheated or whatnot, just like the guys.
Yeah.
But of course, in this society, they're not trying to make women look bad.
Nope.
So I wonder, was it casting more so the women? Yeah, the temptation is there to cheat, but they wouldn't cheat. So if the guys do it, we can all point at the guys and say, look at them. They're, terrible men. The women stayed chaste. Yeah. So that's what I was kind of wondering. Was it that kind of thing?
You know what?
From doing anything.
No, I think what it is, Apollo, is I think men are waking up, man. Okay. Men are waking up. Dude, have you noticed since season 1 of Love is Blind? Like, dude, we saw Mark. He had no clue that Jessica didn't want him. There was the other guy who was with Kelly. He had no idea. Little by little, the game has shifted more towards the guys, and it's been very, very gradual. This season of Temptation Island clearly shows that the men have the advantage because both Grant and Breon are like, listen, I know I fucked other girls, but I still plan on leaving the island with the bitch I came with. And they probably will.
Yeah. And it was, like coming across yourself and other content creators that I realized that, screwing around with other women, although the women I'm with don't like it, like my ex-wife, I cheated a lot.
Sure.
She never left.
Yep.
She hated it, of course. And then even when she got divorced, as you know the story, and I've been screwing around, it's been 10 years now.
Yeah.
Still, even the other day just called about stuff like, just wanting to see what you're doing. And, this day I'm getting a dryer delivered. Can you be here for it? And, all this stuff. So it's just like, she took me back in a heartbeat.
Listen, your ex-wife would absolutely take you back in a heartbeat. She absolutely, dude, she throws the pussy. Dude, every time we talk, she throws the pussy at you. I'm like, all right, what's your ex-wife done this time? But the only reason why she's throwing the pussy at you is because of who you are now. It's just, and it shouldn't be this way, Apollo. You fucking other bitches should not make you more attractive to other women. But we're in 2025, fam, not 1925. We play the game according to the rules. That's what we do.
Yeah. Yeah. And like you said, it is a shame, but It's like if I wasn't doing that, if I was struggling with women, or I wasn't dating, or if I got 10 years like Daniel without dating, she'd probably be more angry at me, about trying to, do whatever, instead of the opposite, because I'm doing my thing, ignoring her, not trying to do anything.
Incredible.
And I get better treatment. And it's just a shame it's like that.
It is. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. I live vicariously through you, Apollo. Holy moly, man.
All right.
Well, listen, good to talk to you, man. You going to be there for the Temptation Island breakdown? Because we're going to start here in about 10 minutes.
I will be on.
Yes, sir. All right, very good. Thanks for calling in, Apollo. That is my guy, Apollo in Pittsburgh. I live vicariously through him. I actually live vicariously through everybody. I live vicariously through everybody. Okay, so what we are going to do now, boy, that was a great show. That was a really, really, really good show. That was, that was 3 hours and 22 minutes of call-ins. I thought I was going to be able to get through the breakdown, but I'm not going to be able to do that. We are going to move the party to Rumble. Let me make sure that all systems are go on. Oh, wait, we are on Rumble. We're already on Rumble. All right, cool. So we are live on Rumble. We are about, and I'm going to put the link in the chat. I'm going to put the link in the YouTube chat. Come on over to Rumble. Let me go ahead and hit the Rumble button. Okay, very good. So all right, so I'm going to say goodbye to